Hello and welcome to my stream. Well, I think I'm back again, and I gotta say thanks to Nintendo actually, because of course I have been preparing myself to return, but it was thanks to Nintendo's final push that happened today because they are giving away some free trial days for the Nintendo Switch Online, and I thought that this was the best opportunity for me to come back, as we could be playing those games on stream now. Although, as it is something very new for me to like bring my Switch here, I have been working on the setup by the way, while I was offline. I also don't know if everything's working right now. So in case there is someone getting to the chat, please give me feedback because I hope it is working, like the mic and everything. Just right now I was checking or double checking if the mic was on and things before I started speaking. When I'm looking right now, it looks okay, but it's always good for somebody to give me feedback. Anyway, that will happen soon, hopefully. But I do believe, and then I hope that everything's okay when I was testing it offline. But I'll need to do lots of testings as I was working on the setup of the stream. When I was offline, because I was getting new things, I was really planning to bring the Switch to the channel in a way, and I got myself a capture card. It is not the best capture card, or like it's not um, that easy to work with it, but when it works, it seems to be working well. And then I was doing some other changes too. For example, the old computer is now a full screen monitor for the main computer, the new computer, this one. So it's kind of amazing as well because if I look at my side right now, I see my Nintendo Switch screen like in the whole old computer monitor. You might not be too impressed by that, but I am because when I was streaming for all of these years, I had to work with some windows for games in like very small sizes, especially in the beginning. So now being able to look at my streaming setup right here on this new computer with the chatting, with the OBS, and some other overlays and things, while having the game in a totally separated monitor, like full sized and beautiful and bright. My eyes right now are like some kids when they see candy, my eyes are shining like kids seeing candy. I'm very like amazed by how did I not do that before actually. It's all thanks to a freaking HDMI cable that I didn't know how to do it well, or like I never thought of the possibility, even though I now feel kind of dumb, but because I'm not like a tech expert or something. But hey, now it's like, another level in my opinion. But yeah, I hope that everything is working, the bitrate is okay. I don't know as well if the capture card that I just mentioned, because it gets hot easily, right? Maybe it is a pattern for most capture cards to like overheat. So I don't know how long it can work without giving me frame drops and things or quality drops. The same goes to my stream because when I was testing things out, I was doing it with just the recording option, not really the live streaming option. So live streaming demands more of my CPU more than just recording things. Also, hi Subaru, what's up, man? Can you hear me? Give me feedback, please, because I'm lost right now. The setup is not the same as when I stopped streaming for the health break. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. I was not streaming lately in the past months because I decided to take a break to take care of my health, right? And then in the end, it was pretty much both physical and mental health, as I kind of got to the conclusion that the physical problems I was having, most of them were thanks to anxiety. Again, right? I was just having new symptoms or things for anxiety. I mean, maybe the lack of vitamins as well, like both of them combined, mental health and physical health are working together, right? But definitely anxiety. And yeah, thank goodness it didn't seem to be anything more serious because I was having some stomach aches and sometimes diarrhea. And then after that was settling down, right? I now started having some neck pain because of anxiety as well, but also bad posture. And then I have been doing some exercises and things. And I got to a more stable health moment in the past few days. So I was kind of getting myself prepared and ready to return to streaming. But I kind of had to start it today, thanks to the Nintendo Switch Online 14 free days trial, right? Just like we did last year with the Xbox Game Pass free trial as well, even though I still like only did it for the end of my trial, but then Dr. Meowser helped me to get more time for us to play some more games like Frog Detective and Cassette Beasts. And also, I think I'm forgetting one, Superliminal, yeah. Now the Nintendo Switch Online is the chance to do it and also to test the new things we have here. You are listening to me? There we go, man. Also the audio, the lo-fi, Zelda lo-fi, is it good? Because, man, remember the old computer that I had next to me for just to read the chat? Well, like I was saying, I don't know if you got that. I now got an HDMI cable that I can send everything I want to that old computer monitor. So it pretty much enlarges my main new computer. You know, I don't need to actually boot it up like the second computer, the old computer, because before I used it to boot it up and then open the browser on it and then the Twitch website and then get to the chat in there, open a pop-up window for the chat for me to read the chat. Now I just need to send any images or anything I want, like pages or web pages or things from this computer to it. It is a projector, right? I think I split screen. So basically, I'm still mind blown. I'm looking at the old computer monitor with the whole size of the game that I'm going to be deciding with you in the chat to play, which is pretty much my Switch game because that's the other news. I got to a capture card and I have been doing testings with it offline. It is a moody or hard to deal capture card, but it's also kind of cheap capture card, but when it works, it seems to work well. But then now is the day for me to know for real if it is a good one or not. As I will need to see how is it going to be on stream and then how is it going to look like in the VOD as well. But I'm thinking and hoping everything's going to work. If something doesn't work, please let me know as soon as possible so I can try to fix it. Subaru hears me. There is the lo-fi music playing. Nice. That's the idea. Yeah, so far so good, man. Yeah, we are starting slowly in here. There are no frame drops, right? I think my computer is handling everything because it is, like I said, um, energizing the main computer and using the old computer as a new monitor, as a secondary monitor, you know? The old computer is not on. It is my main computer powering up it. So it's a new thing for me. My friend was helping me out to buy the things, the capture cards, the HDMI cable, and also to understand these settings. I'm most worried about the audio levels because like you don't hear any echo, right, Subaru? Because another thing that has changed, maybe you haven't noticed, I don't wear my earbuds right now anymore. You see it? Because not only the old computer now has become an extension of my main computer, but also it is now my new speakers. I'm hearing the freaking lo-fi Zelda music that I couldn't before when I brought up the changes for the channel last year with like the new overlays and the chill corner game right here and everything. You guys used to listen to this lo-fi when I was chatting in this overlay. I couldn't listen to it with my earbuds. Now I can listen to it on the freaking new computer. I mean, old computer. I'm like having a new experience in here already. Okay, everything is sounding right so far. That's what I want to hear, man. Oh, just because I said something, there was a small or little frame drop. Maybe it was there though, because my OBS is not pointing any drops, right? Subru is saying that means your neighbors now can hear me too. I mean, they always had to hear me screaming out loud when I was speaking, right? They couldn't mute my speak, right? They could not listen to the games I was playing or the music that I was playing. But to my voice, they always had to deal with it. But yeah, now they will listen to the entire project or the entire thing. But alright, so we are ready for us to test new things out in here too. So I'm going to change the overlay to the Switch overlay. And then the lo-fi is going to like not be playing anymore. But then I'll need some feedback on the Switch's volume, right? I will also need to decide which game we'll be playing or starting to play or trying out. And then once we decide that, I will also need to change the overlay again because we have 4 overlays. We have the Earn overlay, the Riot overlay, the Blind Stream overlay, and the Chill overlay. As I don't know which game I'm playing, I don't know which overlay I'm using. But I believe I also set them all to be working with the Switch game, right? But if one of them has a problem, I'll need to fix it later. Or in case somebody realizes it right now, and then you can give me feedback and then I can work on it right now. I also want to mention, before I forget it, that maybe you have seen differences behind me too, because this was actually today. I started yesterday reorganizing my room because of the changes. I'm not done with the changes. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know where to start my story, man. I have so many things to say. Okay, I will start it with this. My old TV has started to stop working. It is still not fully broken, but the screen of my old TV that has been with me since I moved to this city. So it's a TV that's like 17 years old. Yeah, it's finally now started breaking down, right, little by little. But at the same time, I was trying to fix it because I didn't know how expensive would it be for me to fix that TV. But I also decided to buy a new TV already with my savings, right? Emergency savings. And it was about time for me to get a new TV too. But I didn't want to trash my old TV away or fully away without trying to fix it. And then the person in the electric shop, they told me that it was not worth fixing it. Because when your TV gets a problem on the screen of it, you need to buy a whole new screen, which is pretty much getting a new TV. So they even wouldn't do it, you know? And then that was like, okay, so I need to discard my TV. And then I went to the junkyard, like there is a junkyard in the neighborhood, you know, not really in my neighborhood, but close by. And then I went there to ask if they took TVs, right? And they don't take TVs. They only get other electronics and furniture, but not really TVs. So basically, I was ending up with like a half broken TV. The thing on my TV is the following: it started getting those um, colored, multicolored stripes on its image, which is pretty much most of times green and pink. I believe that's the common color for it to get. But also, and then this was the most annoying thing, it was freezing the image, like in every 2 or 3 seconds. But the audio of it was perfect. Like whatever I was watching, the audio was not freezing, just the image. So it is a watchable TV still, but of course you don't have like the clear image of things naturally, right? Although, as I couldn't fix it, and as also the junkyard didn't get it, but also I should say that there are other places in the city, I did some research, that they are more specific recycling centers for electronics. So those places, I believe I can bring my TV to them, but then they wouldn't give me anything back for it, because this junkyard that I mentioned, when I brought them my old AC, my air conditioner, they actually paid something to me for that service, right? But this other place that I'm thinking about, they probably won't give me anything. Like they wouldn't give me anything in return for me to bring them the TV. At least I think so. And also, they are more isolated in the city. I would need to have either my father here with me to like drive the TV to them or something, because otherwise I would need to carry them with my own arms. And I kind of don't want to do it. So, what did I think about? As it is like it is an annoying problem, but it still works. And I wanted to find a news for it. I then decided to try it as an extra monitor too to my computer right here. So basically, what I did this week was that I bought a handle, like a handle support that gives mobility to monitors, but I'm going to fix or attach my TV to it. And if it is only for me to like to read the chat on my streams in here, even if it has those freezings in every 2 or 3 seconds, I think it can work for that. For me to just follow up the chat or something, not really watching a video or the games I'm playing, something that has more dynamics. If I'm just looking at a web page or the chat of Twitch, for example, I think it could work for that. So yes, I bought the handle. It is on my other side of my table. I also had to reorganize and rearrange my table here. My old computer is now also elevated. It is at a higher position than it used to be, so I'm actually glad of that, because now I have a better view of it, and it's going to spare my neck, I hope, that I need to be careful about. But yeah, I'm going to place also my old TV on the other side. So I have my old TV, I have my old computer right here, and the old TV is going to be on the other side. I'm going to have like 3 screens in front of me. And the new TV is going to be on the room, right? On the living room. So yeah, that's also going to happen soon, hopefully. As it is carnival time in Brazil, the deliveries are kind of delaying or is lower than usual. But I'm thinking I'm going to get the new TV on Thursday, and then the thing is that I bought the handle and the support is right here already next to me. But I realized that my TV was so old, it is like 17 years old, that I'm not sure how to call this. Basically, my TV is oversized, so I needed to buy an adapter so I could get the support that I have in here, the handle support. I needed to get an adapter to it so it could hold my old TV basically. So I'll need to wait for that adapter to come, and it's going to be here I think next week. But yeah, that's the other change I'm going to have too. I'm going to have 3 monitors. And do I know how to operate with them? I don't. But we will work them all eventually and soon, right? So I can have the gaming here, maybe the OBS on my main screen, and the chat on the other side if I want to or something. And then I can also use the OTV as a speaker, because like I said, the audio from it still works perfectly. So yeah, man, it's a huge upgrade that's going on in here. I was working on them little by little, but I was also kind of waiting for me to finish them all so I could come back to streaming with everything set. But Nintendo gave me this trouble, so we are going to be ready with what we have. Let me see what you said, Subaru. Yeah, the Harry Potter scarf haven't. It was always here in my shelf. Let me change the overlay. Let's also test the full cam overlay once again, right? I always had that Harry Potter scarf. I just changed positions because it used to be down there. Yeah, it used to be on the last section of my shelf, down there. I also changed everything. I finished this yesterday, like I said. The Daft Punk mask now has a light in it. It is a lamp, actually, that I had in my room without using it for anything. So I decided to place the mask on it so it could give it some effect, right? I changed some objects from places too. The only section that I think that hasn't gone through big changes is the Pokemon section right here. I didn't have much to change, right? But then I made a 3DS based section on the top of it, then a Nintendo Switch based section on the second in here with some Switch games and things. Then I picked up some books that I had on my closet or like my clothing shelf or wardrobe, right? Wardrobe is the word. Yes, I had some old books stored there that I didn't want to put them in the shelf or on my table, but now I brought some of them back to use as a column of books. And then I came up with this idea right here with the scarf and the Harry Potter DVD collection on the top of it. There are the Harry Potter books in here too. Then I placed Navi down here because didn't have anywhere else to place it. And then it's also like a little bit the Quidditch golden. I forgot how it's called in the Harry Potter movies. The golden palm. I'm not sure, but the golden ball, right, for the Quidditch games. But it's Navi from Zelda actually. Then we have Peanuts. Wait, Peanuts there. Peanuts small section right here that also used to be down there with the Harry Potter things, but then it would be hard for you to see it before, right? Down there now, I have Where's Valdo section right here. This is a Valdo book. I also have a Mario RPG section down there too, but the webcam is cutting it. And Roller Coaster Tycoon, look, this right here is Roller Coaster Tycoon, my original. I can't point to it, wait. Arm, down, 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 down. There. Yeah, this is my original childhood Roller Coaster Tycoon CD-ROM. And then I also have some random objects right here on the shelf. Peach's Castle up there. Right here, this is new actually. Right here I have, I can't point to it. I can't, I'm so bad at this. Right here, yeah. It is an anime section. It has my Inuyasha mangas and also my Sensei manga. Yeah. Up there we have some JoJo Bizarre's Adventure drawings that I bought in an anime event. I also like this new set in here because the Bob-omb painting is more visible in my opinion than before. Before it was behind the hats and everything, but the hats are here with the flip-flops, right? Also, by the way, I just noticed that the Mario hat is almost falling or something. Oh, it is not. Never mind. On my um, OBS, it looked like it was falling, but it's not. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, also having them there makes it easier in case somebody redeems them for me to get them, right? But those were the changes, man. So everything is a little bit different now. Oh yeah, by the way, those right here are my and my friends Pokemon TCG cards that we are still selling, and thank goodness, maybe due to the Pokemon TCG Pocket game, we have been getting some regular buyers, right? And little by little we are getting rid of those cards. Okay, so the chatting was alright. Did it work well, Subaru? The full screen overlay? Like you could hear me, and then I don't remember if I have the Zelda lo-fi playing, but I think I do because I listened to it, right? I now can listen to it on my old computer speaker. Something electronic would something that lasts more than 10 years today. It actually was a good deal, right, for you to buy it. I agree, man. It was 17 years of work, and I use it to watch my TV every day a lot, like to watch YouTube videos and also to play video games. So I use it to not give a rest to my old TV, right? And then I finally got a new one. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, having the freezing is of course a big deal, like the 2 to 3 seconds image freezing. So I can't do much with the TV for like the other, um, I don't know, the other things, right? It could be doing. Also, hi Scap, what's up, man? Hopefully you have been doing great. Good to see you. What's up? I'm here updating the news, right, with Subaru, but also testing things out. Not to mention that it's been forever, right? So I'm also getting used to streaming again. But yeah, man, hopefully you have been doing great. Help me out as well to like see if everything's working well. Right now, there isn't much to see because I'm in the full screen overlay, but soon I need to know if the Switch capture card will be doing its job. But yes, bro, I can use it, like I said, as an audio speaker still, or to check something that's not very dynamic. For example, a web page on the internet. Or, I don't know, I can send some things to it, to the OTV screen, as it's still working with just that problem for videos, basically. A TV stand, it is more like a monitor stand. I think I can't show that to you. You know what, guys? Maybe I will mess a little bit with my webcam position right now, but I kind of want to give you guys a tour. And then after that tour, I can take some time to place the webcam back to where it should fit. But I want to give you a tour, so come with me, right? Right there. This is the monitor handle that I'm saying, or stand. So my OTV is going to be there, you see? And then I can also move it to the wall to give it space or something. Yeah. So this is where I'm going to place the OTV. Also, hi Hori, what's up, man? Good to see you again. I'm showing the new changes on my room, on the stream and everything. But by the way, I like this so much, even though I still don't have the OTV on it, that I'm actually thinking of buying another one in the future so I can place my current new computer monitor on it too, because it gave me a lot of free space. Look at this. I have the Twitch emotes right here. I have my Switch on the back right there with more space. I didn't used to have that space. I have the PC controller here too, the mic and everything. So if I could get two of those, I think my table would give me even more space, because right now it has the monitor stand that gets some space of it. Oh yeah, the old computer is right here next to me, like I said. Maybe you can't see it very well because I can't also rotate my webcam that much, but let me do this. There we go. You see, my Switch is working right there perfectly on the old computer, my big boy from so many years. I'm actually a streamer today thanks to this buddy right here that, with its 4 gigabytes of memory, stayed with me for like the most challenging streams and games ever. And now it's helping me with this amazing full screen of my Nintendo Switch. So I'm so mind blown with that. And then yeah, like oh yeah, by the way, I also have this right here. I'm thinking of doing something with this whiteboard for the stream even. Not sure what, but I will come up with something. Maybe like writing down messages in there, or like people would redeem some of their ores, right? The points of the channel for me to write something down there or draw something down there, memes of the channel or something. I'm thinking of doing something around those lines. And maybe the webcam right here won't show it, right? But from time to time, I can take it or grab it, and then we can, draw things in there or write down things in there little by little. It's one of my ideas. And then you have the... Oh yeah, let me also show you the final um, section of the shelf, right? This is a Where is Valdo section right here. I have this one case. It's a metal case with like lots of Valdos lost in there. This is a book with like the collection of games. This is the Mario RPG remake for the Switch with the Gino portrait and the Mellow portrait down here. This is Mirror's Edge. It is a game that I still gotta play, but by the time it was out, I used to love its soundtrack and even its graphics and idea of like having a parkour game. We gotta try it one day. I don't remember if I got the sequel, but maybe I have it. It's Mirror's Edge Catalyst. And then this right here, like I said, is the Roller Coaster Tycoon original game that I played a lot in my childhood. That still today, after so many years, I still gotta beat it. Okay, so I gave you the tour, right? I now need to fix this webcam back. Is this a good place for it? I'm not sure, because I think it is not. Wait, go up a little. Yeah. Maybe here? I think this is okay. If not, then I adjust it offline again. But how are you guys doing, everybody? That was the tour, and then I got more space on my table. I will have two monitors. I'm like going nuts right now because I have been playing and streaming with like super short, small sized game windows. So I was like, what is in there? What's in here? You know, while following the OBS, while following the chat, and then everything. Now I have separated monitors for everything. I'm like, so yeah, it's going to be nuts, right? And we can play Switch. I'm actually thinking about having a specific day because we gotta play the Switch games a lot, right? A specific day for it. I think I'm going to get Saturdays for like Switch Saturdays or something, you know? And then Sundays, it could still be the RPG Sundays. Wednesdays for the Roller Coaster Tycoon, and then simulators. But as Roller Coaster Tycoon is like an eternal game, it's being Roller Coaster Tycoon Wednesdays. I'm also thinking about, by the way, picking up a day for us to play shorter games. Because in the Xbox Game Pass trial we had last year, I think it was uh, very good, or like it was very satisfying for us to like be playing some games that I could beat them shortly. I mean, shortly, but it's relative, you know. Like my short amount of time of hours and time, maybe a little bit above the average of a normal person. You know it, right? Look at this right now. It's been 40 minutes and I still haven't even started picking up which game I'm playing tonight. Just because we are chatting and everything. But yes, I'm thinking about picking up a day for us to play shorter games, so it can also be more like I don't know, a little bit of a reset of the longer games I have been playing. For example, Sable. Sable has been eternal as well, and then I think that having a counterpart to that could be, you know, good for a refresher, like a shorter narrative game or a shorter puzzle game like Frog Detective was. So I'm thinking about doing that on Fridays maybe. Yeah, those are the plans I was thinking while I was offline. Let's see what I can bring up, what I will work on. Wait, work on. And also, I'm up to listen to ideas, suggestions, and everything. Subway is on a new PC too. There we go, man. I actually have been seeing that you have been playing some games on Steam, right? You were playing Ever Crisis, if I'm not mistaken. You were also playing Fell Seal, right? Which is the bookmark tactics game that she was the one that introduced me to that game first. Yeah, I'm guessing you are playing those games then on your new PC. And then thanks to that, you can also be playing the games that we have been getting for free from Epic Games mostly, right? And sometimes from Steam too. For example, there is a free game on Steam right now. I post that on the freebies and giveaways channel on the Discord. I think you still can get it up to March 9th. Also, I'm also wait. I was going to I was going to compliment myself or something, but I actually did the mistake that I was avoiding too, right? I was going to say that I'm glad that I'm kind of speaking well in English after so long, but then by going to say that I committed a mistake. There we go. But overall, I'm happy that my English is not too bad right now. It's been like many days without speaking it. That maybe really tells me that I'm kind of fluent, right? Um, One of the things that made your old computer to break down, I think it was to use it. Oh, he thinks that it was using the smart TV as a monitor for your old computer, man. You think that broke down your computer? That's why I'm asking you if your system is working well. If the TV's power source is also working well. I think it is so far, but you know what? You made me worried now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it in here still as an option, but definitely I don't need to be streaming with like three monitors, right? So for most times, I may be with, and especially after this testing day, I may be just with my main computer and the old computer right here, side by side. But of course, I can still test what I can do with the old TV on the other side. But yeah, now that I saw that I can easily send web pages and games and screens from the main computer to the old computer and it is working greatly, maybe I don't even need the TV in here, right? I will see what I'm going to do with it. And also, once it goes bad or once it stops working entirely, I will get another monitor or even maybe use this handle or support to this on monitor right here, the new computer monitor, and replace it. Replace it. Is it with? I'm not sure. Replace it in place. There we go. Replace it in place of my old TV. There we go. So even I'm happy anyways or regardless of what happens with the old TV, because having this handle right here showed me that it can be very useful, especially regarding getting space on my table, right? Oh man, the struggles with that old one, right, Scap? Man, but I'm so proud of it. Of course, it had its gasps and flaws, and also I had to fix it sometimes, clean it sometimes, and change parts and power supplies and things. But it's still operating nicely. It now has an, how is this in English? Is it SD? Wait, no, it's HDD, isn't it? Because it is different in Portuguese. What we call in Brazil as like HD, as like a hard disk drive or something, yeah, it gets another letter in English. It's different, but now it has the fast one. Maybe it is SDD if I'm not mistaken in English. Yeah, it is even more. It is upgraded, you know. It got its old HDD out to get the fast version of it on it now. So it is an old PC still, but it's good still. It's alive. And hopefully you are going to be with me for many more years. Let me go back. I think I played it on one of my... Wait, I think I played it on one of the early game streaming platforms. Either Gaikai or OnLive. But it was years ago, I'm so old. Wait, what? What is that, Hori? I think I lost the context. You think you played it on one of your early game streaming platforms? Which game you think you played back then? What was I talking about? I forgot. But then I haven't heard of Gaikai or Online Live. Yeah, those streaming platforms. I wasn't even here on Twitch when it used to be called Justin TV, but I got here a little bit like after. It was not too long after it changed its name because of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Yeah. Yes, I'm back to Falsio. How is it, man? Is it has it been very hard? By the way, let's see when it's going to happen. But the Tactics game Dream, it's close, right? Because I bought Persona 5 Tactica for my Switch. And as now I think we... By the way, let's just do it already, right? Before I enter another chatting loop and then we don't test that out. So guys, help me out with this. I'm going to go to my blind stream overlay, even though I'm not sure if that's the one I'm going to keep it. But let me know if everything is okay right now. Like, Switch screen, my mic, and no Zelda Lo-Fi. Yes, I don't listen to Zelda Lo-Fi anymore. Nice. The... I can kind of see it on my OBS, but then let us test the audio of the Nintendo Switch, right? I can hear it, but it's very low on my side. Is it at a good volume for you? Yes, it's just a tick, right? Also, hi X5, thank you so much for the raid, man. Oh shit, the freaking raid alert audio on my old computer speaker is so damn loud. Hopefully, you guys can also give me some feedback if it was loud to you all in there. Hopefully not. But hey, man, great to see you. How's it going? Hi, Kyrian, welcome. I'm here just testing things out as I was offline for some months and I was in a health break, but now I'm kind of feeling better, thankfully, and then I'm paying attention or trying to not feel bad again with like neck pain or something and anxiety. But as Nintendo dropped 14 days of the Nintendo Switch Online for free to everybody thanks to Mario Day that's coming up on the March 10th, then I'm like, this is the time for me to come in here back again, right, to streaming. And then we find something to play to use those days. Just like we did last year for the Xbox Game Pass trial. But as a lot has changed, because I was working on the settings in here, I was changing everything up, the room, the reorganization, everything is different. I need to test, right? So we are here chatting, updating ourselves, and then also testing things up. So is everything okay with this settings right now? I think it is, right? But then we need to test the audio. For the audio, shall we jump into some... I mean, I'm not going to play it today. That's not the plan. But we should go into some Mario Kart for the audio, right? Let's see how that goes. Also, by the way, my Switch is in Portuguese. So I hope that, I mean, the games will give me options to change the language to English and stuff. Most games are in English, but maybe sometimes the system translates them automatically, you know, to Portuguese. But let's try the Mario Kart here. Let me know if the volumes are okay, if the audios are okay. Can you believe this? We have freaking Mario Kart 8 on this channel. That's... This is glorious, you know? This is our time, guys. Okay, I can hear it on my side. It's still low, but I think it's not too bad. Is it okay for you? Is it too low to you? How is that? Let me also go back to the chatting. I'm getting too excited about the overlays and stuff and the settings that I'm not checking the chatting that much. Oh man, my new IRL friend sucked me into the never-ending Core Keeper hole. I have only heard of Core Keeper, but I have no idea how is it like. But as you say it, it sounds like a multiplayer game. How is it like, Scav? It sounds like a good game though. Mine's getting worse, gotta start streaming as well. Wait, what's getting worse though? You see, I need to be paying more attention to the chat and I'm losing the contexts. But maybe Hori's talking about a TV because I was talking about how my TV was getting worse. Somebody's saying the TV that I used to use already had some problems on its power supply because its power supply was not the original anymore and it used to have some trouble to turn on. So maybe his computer was detecting every attempt of it to be turned on, and then his computer had to like be adjusting its resolution, its screen resolution, so it could fit it, right? Until it finally corrupted or caused some system problem on his computer. And then that's why Subaru thinks that his old TV broke his old computer, basically. But then thinking about it today, there are some curses that come as blessings to us. I don't know if you guys believe in that or not, but I think it was a good thing for you to get a new computer in the end. Of course, it could be, I don't know, some trouble for you to find a new computer at a good price at that moment, but in the end, I think it was a blessing, you know, because getting yourself a new computer is very great. So you can like play more games and get new stuff, you know? So I'm kinda happy for you to have this new computer. Also, let me know if the game is delaying. I'm not sure if it is with frame drops or something. OBS is telling me it's fine. I just don't know if the audio is good. So Scap was using Ustream a couple times before Twitch was a thing. You guys were OG streamers then, because I haven't heard of that platform either. I think the first streaming platform I heard of for live streaming, maybe it was Twitch actually. Because by the time I think YouTube didn't have live streamings, right? Need transition, haven't you seen them yet, Scap? Those were old though, but I have transitions for all of the overlays now, yeah. Subaru in Felcio, he was... Wait, what do you mean by LV of the main story, like the level? Oh, okay, I get it now. He's over leveled in the main story basic levels, I guess, or suggested levels. But he still has a couple of characters with low levels. And then the optional side quests, they follow the levels of his team. So he keeps on alternating his characters in the game, so he can be leveling them up or grinding them up little by little. Yeah, I can see that. And here I am paying for Nintendo Switch Online like a sucker. But have you been using it though, Scap? Because my friend told me today that he subscribed to it and he was not playing it for like... He even forgot he was subscribed to it because he was trying to get the free trial right now, and then he couldn't because he was still active on it. I was like, are you kidding me? So hopefully you have been using it well, Scap, yeah. X5, great to see you, man. Hopefully you have been doing great. I don't know, I think you still don't have a Switch, right, X5? Because maybe you could also get to this 14 Nintendo Switch Online days trial. It's like Stardew, but minus the characters and all about mining and combat and decorating. That sounds a little bit like Terraria to me too. But I also have never played Terraria, I have only watched some people playing it. Yeah, it is more powerful because it is more recent. Yeah, new computer helps out a ton. Yes, I agree. But hey, is everything okay with the audio? I finally caught up with the chat. I mean, nobody complained, right? So I'm guessing everything's fine. Oh, okay, thank you for the feedback, Summer. It is low. Yeah, it is low to me too. Let's try raising it then. Give me a second. But I'm worried about the audio of the Mario Kart, like, becoming louder than my mic. Is it better now, or should I raise it a little bit more for us to test it? Audio is low, but it's good. What about now? I raise it a little bit more. It got a little bit better to me too, but personally I think I would rather have it louder. Let me see. Maybe I can also change it on my... Okay, let me test this out. I'm going to try... I'm going to make the volume higher on my old computer, but I'm thinking it won't make it higher to you all, right? Because the only way for me to make the volume higher to you all is if I change the volume on OBS. Although on my old computer it is already very high. Yeah, this is good to me right now, but it didn't change to you, I think, right? Subaru haven't noticed... Wait, hasn't noticed a lot of difference. Let me try it again. Okay, now I noticed some difference in here on my old computer. Is this good? Oh, it's kept... Now you notice it, but is it getting to my mic volume? Can you hear my voice well? Is it too loud? To me it's louder, of course, but I actually like it. Yeah, I can listen to the game's sound perfectly. Let me see the chat again. So Scap still plays the NSO less than usual, but I'm still going through Mario & Luigi Superstar on it. Okay, so you have the expansion pack, right? Which is great, by the way. The freaking Mario Party 3 right there. Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie, right? Yeah, it is very worth getting the expansion pack. And then Mario & Luigi is fantastic. One day we are going to be playing it. And also Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door because I bought it myself for the Switch. Although we will also find a way to play the Nintendo 64 one, and it is on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack too. And every once in a while, I have a sudden urge to play A Link to the Past, yes, or Yoshi. Oh, Yoshi's Island? Oh, you mean the Super Nintendo one? Yeah, it is in here. You're right. When I'm not home, those are very good Super Nintendo games for sure. I hear it no problem. I'm not sure about everybody. Subur's headphone is great. There we go, man. Well, it's fine to me too. And this is a test stream, right? So I think I will go for this. And once the stream is over, I check the VOD and then I adjust if I need. But fine. Although we are not going to play Mario Kart though. This was just because it is a loud game, right? So it was good for us to test it. Speaking on the Nintendo Switch Online, it's time for us to pick the game. Less 64 games unless it has good C-stick controls for a non-64 controller. You have a point. How do you do that with the Switch controller? By the way, my Switch Pro controller in here. Finally, I'm not using this controller, right? The PC fake PS controller. I can't show it because the cable, but yeah. I can go with my Switch Pro controller, let's go. Or the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are right here, I have another pair too. But right now they are just decorating the shelf. Yeah, that's so right, man. It's going to be annoying for you to... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Maybe you can use the secondary analog stick for the C buttons or something? Because the 64 only had one analog stick, right? So maybe the C buttons could be for the other analog stick, I'm not sure. But here's the thing, let's start talking about what should be trying to play and to beat under our free trial for the Nintendo Switch Online. We have NES games, Game Boy games, or Super Nintendo games. So here's the thing. For the Super Nintendo, there was one game that I would like to play, but I won't. I won't because I haven't brought the first game to the channel yet, right? And it is actually the sequel to the game that I played last year when the Nintendo Switch Online was also free for you to try it for some days. And I'm talking about... Where is it? I'm talking about this one. Yeah, Breath of Fire 2. I won't be playing it, even though I want to, because I haven't brought Breath of Fire 1 to the channel. So one day, I hope I can play Breath of Fire 1 with you all, and then we can go into Breath of Fire 2, right? But when I was in the other break from streaming, before this last one, when I was during that time, they gave away some free days for the Nintendo Switch Online, and then I was beating Breath of Fire 1 for the first time. I actually finished it in the last day of the trial, so I was rushing myself to do it. But yeah, hopefully one day we go for them. If in case we get time to play something Super Nintendo, I was actually thinking about going for the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. They are not going to be the first time I play them, but it's a good moment for us to play them on the channel, you know? So we'll see if we can beat like the first one, the second one, and the third one. But then, you guys help me out on the decisions, of course. But in my opinion, I think I should save them for like, in case we have more hours to spare, we go for them, like in the last days of it. I don't think we should go for them already, but I'm not sure. As they are games I have played before, maybe I can... I mean, I won't beat them that fast, but with... I may not suffer that much, besides maybe Donkey Kong Country 2, because Donkey Kong Country 2 has very hard levels. I'm not talking about the special stages, by the way, the secret levels. Those secret levels, yes, I will need like an entire year of Nintendo Switch Online and stuff for me to beat them up. Because they will beat me up first, right? That's the exchange here. But I was thinking about those three games. They are games that I would like to play, definitely, with like this time we have. But then there is also something else. Let me go back. How do I go back? I don't know how to work on this. Wait. Is it this? No. I took a screenshot. I don't know how to find myself on this. Details? No, not details. How do I find the other games? No? What? I can only exit by pressing home? I guess so, huh? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, because they are not all combined, right? The NES, Game Boy, and Super Nintendo are not together in one software. They are separated. So yeah, pressing home was the way, I guess. Next, I'm going to show you the Game Boy games. Only shorter games because we only have 14 days, right? And I'm not sure if we can stream on all of those days. Which, by the way, um, I was thinking about having less hours of streaming because normally we stream for super long, right? But I need to be careful about like my sleeping schedule, my neck, and everything. So I need to see how that goes. But I shouldn't go for super extended sized streams, or at least for some time. Still, I'm like testing my health up. No Game Boy Advanced games are not available because it is on the expansion pack. We have the Game Boy games only. Donkey Kong Country 3. Wait a minute. I'm not sure right now if it were you, Scap, that haven't played it yet, like the third one. I think not, right? You have played it, wasn't it? I remember somebody on Twitch that told me that they have never played Donkey Kong Country 3. And then we were like, how could you, But now I think it wasn't you. Or it weren't. No, wait, I said it right. It wasn't you. Regarding Donkey Kong Country 3, it is not the best, definitely. But it's not the worst either, it is a good quality game. It's just not outstanding as like the other two. It's just that it got the curse of like the previous games being too good, but it's still a solid game. Oh, I played it. I was there. Yeah, was it your first time though? I do remember someone telling me that oh yes, I never played Donkey Kong Country 3, and then I would need to play it to know. Was it your first time? I kind of forgot about that, but I knew the situation. Maybe it was you in the end. But regarding the Game Boy games, we have already played the TCG, right? And we also have already played Zelda Oracle of Ages. Actually, the one I was thinking about playing on this console is the Seasons one. I have played the Seasons game on my Game Boy. I mean, sorry, on my 3DS. Yes, on the virtual console of my 3DS. And I thought it was much better than Ages regarding the difficulty of it. Because people do compare them both like this. Oracle of Ages is harder on the puzzles, and I definitely agree because I was super stuck when I played that game here. While Oracle of Seasons has more challenge towards the fights. I agree because there is one thing that I wasn't able to do when I played it myself on my 3DS. And then in case I go for this game here, I would like to try doing it now. I couldn't beat the final boss without save stating, basically. The rest of the game, regarding the fights, probably gave me some trouble, but I was able to do them. But the final boss, I still remember using save states, because I was struggling by the time. So, in case we go for this one, I would like to try it without save stating, definitely. So it was your first time, you see, so I did remember that someone was with that, someone that hasn't played Donkey Kong Country 3. I knew it had something to do about you, Scap, but I forgot you already played it though. The devs did not want me to beat that game, I swear. Were you really struggling that much? I forgot about all of that. But definitely Donkey Kong Country 3 has some trouble, right? It has some hard parts for sure. I would say that some of its bosses are very hard. Like there is this one, I don't know how to say, sea urchin, maybe a sea urchin. No, not a sea urchin. It's more like a clamp, right? A clamp, a spiky clamp boss. That boss is so hard. Yeah, but I think Donkey Country 2 is the hardest, with Toxic Tower and the other levels of the final world, but not the special world. The special world is a nightmare. But yeah, regarding Game Boy games, I was thinking of Seasons. Not sure what you guys think about that, even though it's a game I have played already. If not, and still speaking of Donkey Kong, I have always been curious about the Donkey Kong Land games. Never played them, but I want to. I know they are pretty much remakes of the original Donkey Kong Country games, right? But I have always been wanting to try them out. Not sure if they are slightly different, like the levels are slightly different, maybe they are. But yeah, those would be the other options I would try to go for on the Game Boy games. By the way, I never played Link's Awakening on stream, right? Because I beat Link's Awakening on my 3DS as well. I don't feel like doing it this time, but it's something for me to keep on my mind, that it's something we should do eventually. By the way, as well, I saw lots of Kirby games, but I'm not sure which one I should start. I don't know their order. Wait, their order. You know, like which ones are platforms, which ones are other mechanics. Like this one. This one I think it's a pinball game. But yeah, Kirby games could also be an option. I just don't know how to go for them. Let's go for the NES. Well, here in the NES may have the one that I was thinking about going for the most, even though I'm not sure how hard is it going to be. And I may be expecting it to be very hard. Not sure if you guys will know this game. Hopefully you will. Actually, there is another one too, but I'm not sure if I should go it for it this time. Where is it? Yeah. This one is the other one that I think I should save it, but it's definitely one that I'm very curious about. I want to play Star Tropics. But the one that I was thinking about the most, but I may suffer because I expect hard games. If it is a NES game, it's probably going to be a hard game, right? Where is it? I found this. I was thinking about playing Chris Tellis. Have you heard of it, Scap or Subaru or anybody else? This is like a Zelda game, isn't it? And some people say it's one of the best adventure games of the NES. I just went back to wages a couple of months ago when you had a broken ankle. Oh no, man. Have you fully healed of it? Because when I... How can I say this in English? I'm not sure. Let's just say that when I hurt my ankle, I think it's been a little bit more than 1 year and some months. I got some treatment to it, of course, but it has never been the same ankle anymore. You know, so from time to time, I feel some phantom pain. Not sure if that's the word in English, but some memories of pain, you know, and then it hurts or bother me a little bit, or it bothers me a little bit. Not fully yet, but it's a lot better. There we go, man. Yeah, I think the ankle is a very complex part of our body. So once it gets hurt or something, it is very complicated for it to fully restore, right? You can kind of still feel it hurting for more time than you expect. Also, hi Nubba, what's up, man? How have you been? Nice to see you again. We are here testing things out because I got a capture card for my Switch, and Nintendo gave us 14 days for free for us to try the Nintendo Switch Online. So we are deciding which game to try out in those 14 days. Yeah, there we go, right? I also got my old computer as a secondary monitor of my main computer, so I'm like mind blown. Things have changed a lot in here. The backup, not backup, the setup, right? On my shelves in here are also different, slightly. So things a little bit different, man. Somebody's saying NES is going to be more complicated or for him to know it. That's right. But maybe you have heard of some of these games, Subaru. I think you definitely have heard of this Super Mario. It's the one that it's another game, but they sold it in the other countries with the Mario skin, right? But it's Doku Doku Panic, isn't it? The name of the original game? Or Doki Doki, actually. Doki Doki Panic. By the way, Super Mario Bros. 3 probably is still my favorite 2D Mario platformer, but I could never beat it. There is this one level in the final world that it's a fortress level or a castle level that it has a maze. I could never find the way out of that maze. If you have played this game, you might know what I'm talking about. Thanks to that freaking level, I still could never beat Super Mario Bros. 3. One day we will try this here, and I will be forever stuck in that maze still, but you will be there with me, right? You are going to be stuck in there with me. Yeah, I don't know how to exit that maze. I tried so many times. I have my save state on my 3DS because I have this game on my 3DS too. I am on that freaking fortress. Every time I try it, I never exit. I can never find the exit. I always go in loops. I wonder if it is going to be a very dumb answer for that. But yeah, it's a curse on me. But I love it still. Like, I think the Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best 2D Super Mario game. Welcome back, X5. I'm back. Had to raid and run to get dinner. That's great. What did you get for dinner? I ate 2 sandwiches before starting the stream. Also, by the way, before I went on the health break and everything, I I was like changing some food habits, right? And months later now, I can definitely say that I'm so glad and kind of surprised that cutting cow's milk really, got me better, I think, overall speaking. Like, it was a good decision to like stop drinking cow's milk and going for the almond milk and soy milk, um, cashew milk, and all of the other natural alternatives. Not just because of the vegetarian vegan thing, but especially because of the way it really hits up your belly or your stomach. Like it's very inflammatory, the freaking cow's milk. So I don't know, it kind of really helped me to feel a little bit less problematic towards my stomach and things. It was a good change in the long term, and totally got used to it. Like I don't really miss cow's milk that much. Of course, sometimes there is a dessert or something that's made with that, so I eat it like a cake or something. But yeah, making the change was a good change in the end. I now cannot really see myself going back to where I was before. At least it is on the fibula. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. Fibula. So it's not pressure sensitive. And it's nice to not wear that giant boot or crutches. Okay, so you took those away already. Good. Which version of Mario 3? Which version? What do you mean? Do you mean the Japanese or something? Like there are two versions? I need to know about the second version then. I'm not sure. How's it going? I'm going, or it's going well, man. Yeah. I'm happy that the stream is working, right? I wasn't sure if all of the changes would be working like right on, but I guess I was doing some good testings offline then. The other ball of the ankle. Oh, I see this. Ouch. I kind of felt the pain by like looking at it. Oh, you had some milanesa with rice? Ooh. Fancy you, right, X5? X5, have you ever, maybe you have bitten it, I'm not sure though. But I remember one of the days that I was by your stream, you were playing um, that one Danganronpa fan-based game, remember? With the characters with names of the characters with names of animals and everything? That game was very intriguing to me. Have you beaten it already or something? Or were you swapping games? Like you decided to play something else? Because I remember I saw that one stream of yours, but then I'm not sure if you were continuing that game, like if you were able to beat it. And in case you did, how was it though? Because that one stream that I got to, I was kind of intrigued by what the hell is going on in that game. It was weirdly fun, you know that one atmosphere. Speaking of Danganronpa, one day we gotta play that too. There is the NES version and then the Mario Stars. Oh yeah, I played the Mario Stars as a kid. But on my 3DS, I was playing the NES, right? Because it's the one on the Virtual Console there. So I basically played them both. Do you mean that? Oh, I see the difference now. The Super Mario All Stars version might have better controls because you play it on your Super Nintendo. Is it that? While the NES might be a little bit harder because you play it on the NES controller. Yeah, both basically have are the same, but from what I heard, the NES port had they had some minor changes. Hmm, fibula. Maybe it's close to what I was saying. Yes, Project Eden Garden. Oh, you have it on hold because of Baldur's Gate? I see, so you did not finish it. Yeah, that game was very interesting, man. But since you are playing Baldur's Gate, how has it been as well? Like, I admit it, I wasn't happy when it won Game of the Year, but it's just not my game, right? So I can't really be that upset because definitely the fans that played it themselves, everybody says it's a great game. And I also heard a lot of compliments regarding the developers or the development team because they really put their hearts on it with like many details and the plot's amazing. So I heard why it's great or what made it great. But I wonder how's your experience because I also have heard that if it is not your game, like if it's not for you, then you might not like it because of its complexity or because it is maybe a game with a slow start, I'm not sure. But yeah, if it is your game, I heard it's great. I love Mario All Stars, it just needs the mod for Mario 1. Like jump breaking blocks has different physics. Yeah, it is like Mario 1 is a little bit, crazy going regarding its physics. How have you all been? I'm doing alright, man. I did have some health bad days, let's say it like that, during these months, especially with anxiety and neck pain. Most of those two things because the stomach ache was decreasing little by little, thank goodness, and my belly was normalizing. But yeah, neck pain was annoying. Some headaches thanks to it too. I'm not sure. Maybe migraines is the word. I'm not sure if that's the word that I'm looking for. But yeah, I need to have better posture. Speaking of which, I need to drink more water. By the way, so let me also do this. But overall, I'm doing alright, man. Thank you for asking. And hopefully, I'm now on how can I say this? On a uphill health life because I'm kind of tired of having like health problems since the beginning of last year, starting with my back and my hernia. So hopefully now my health is like I'm tired. I'm out on vacation. So please have some days of peace, and then I can use that energy to like be here streaming and doing my things. Because when I was with neck pain and all sorts of anxiety and things, oh yes, I was also having a lot of heavy breathing. So I had to learn some yoga breathing techniques as well to deal with that, because when this area, the shoulder and your neck, it gets stuck, or is stiff the word too, I hope it is. But when it gets, tense, it takes a lot of time to really relax. And another thing that I think that could be getting to me was my pillow. I have still been studying the pillow that I'm using to sleep. And this week I was using a somewhat uncomfortable pillow, in my opinion, because it is a hard pillow, but it has been allowing me to not have the neck pain when I wake up. So I'm getting used to that one, because I prefer to like lay down and go to sleep with a little bit of an uncomfortable pillow, then waking up with like neck pain or shoulder pain, right? Yeah. So I'm testing the pillow out too, but it's a mix of anxiety and bad posture and pillow. Today we played Baldur's Gate 3. Oh yeah, you are also doing that with your friends, right? You are playing a multiplayer experience and campaign. We have been there for like 4 hours and 30 minutes today. I somehow convinced 3 people to play. Yes, I saw that. Yes, one of these days I was lurking there. And now we are a full party of 4. And then 2 of them thought they will not like the game, and now they cannot stop playing it. There we go. I think that playing definitely the game with your friends would make it more fun, even if it is not really uh, the game that you thought it was, right? Like a good game for you, but it can turn into something good if you are having fun with your friends. Definitely. We are like 60 hours into the story by now. And then what have you been thinking about it? Glad to hear you're doing good, man. Thank you so much, man. But I'm still studying the situation. Like, I won't be surprised, for example, if I don't know, I got too excited today on stream. Like, I was like, hyped up. And then that energy gave me insomnia during the night. It can happen. I was even a little bit worried about that, because I was like, oh my god, it should happen today. I should go live today because of the Nintendo Switch Online and everything. But I still don't have everything worked on, and then I'm still working on the setup and everything. But here I am, and everything's working, so that's great. But I need to be careful as well about my extra excitement over some things, because I can like mess with my breathing, and then I can accelerate my thoughts, and then that can give me anxiety. And then if I combine that with like bad posture and bad pillow, I'm done over. I'm dead. I'm like stuck with freaking neck pain for months. But yeah, hopefully I can take the I don't know the I can take some breaks or like exercises to avoid um, jumping into some sort of crisis again. But I need to be careful, and I need to be studying the situation. Yeah, let's hydrate a little bit more, right? Especially because it's been freaking hot this summer in Brazil, guys. It's been heat wave after heat wave for us in Rio, at least. How's the weather there in São Paulo suburb? I heard São Paulo got some rains, but stretch reminder, that's a good idea. Yes. But the heat wave in Rio has been rough. It's been horrible. This is a good stretch that I learned for neck pain, by the way. I did learn some exercises for it. Let me show it to you. It's simple. Maybe you have seen a variation of it, but this is one of them that I have been doing. Let me go to the full cam. So basically, you get your opposite hand, and then you try to turn it 90 degrees on your back. Wait. It's weird for me to do, okay, like this. It's weird for me to do it and try to look at me right there. Yeah, like this. And then you get your other arm and then you stretch it. You hold it for like 30 seconds. And then you change it. Yeah, it is freaking hot, so bro. I'm sweating already. And the thing is that when I'm streaming right now, I don't leave my windows open, right? I have been leaving them open when I go to bed and, as well, so I can get some, I don't know, better air or fresh air from outside. But otherwise, it gets super hot in here. But that was a good stretch because one of my neck sides is already kind of, uncomfortable, but this is good. Oh, knotted muscles in the neck suck. Yes, no, but that's what I was having. I have been doing massages as well, like auto massages. My Pilates teacher, she's also a physiotherapist. So she also has been releasing my knots, right, in my muscles, but then you gotta go there many times for all of them to be released. Then I also bought a massage gun. Yes, I bought a massage gun that I use here a little bit on the muscle. You should not use the massage gun on your column or spine or on bones, right? So it's kind of tricky, but I think I found the spots where I can use it around my neck area and my shoulders. So I have been trying lots of things, and also the breathing technique as well from yoga. It's finally starting to warm up here in the US. Had some unexpected snow a few weeks ago. There we go. It's crazy how I still have never seen snow in my life. Baldur's Gate 3, it's a game that explains everything really easily. The game has a lot of attention to the detail of how to play it or how to take care of certain situations. For example, you can throw grease and make it explode with fire to destroy a structure. Put ice so that the enemy trips, falls, and loses the turn. So it has a lot of physics and maybe chemistry involved. That sounds a little bit like a set piece, and I like that. So you can use some alternative strategies, right, for you to work with the tools you have in the moment. Somebody saying that it's hot, but it has been worse. Today was a good day though. Yes, I was out a couple hours before starting the stream to not only go for a walk but also chat with my friend and trade some Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And it had a good breeze from the ocean. Yeah, it was more comfortable than the weekend. In the weekend, it was freaking hot because when I was in the park also playing Pokemon Go, it was freaking I don't know, it was freaking scorching sun, the freaking scorching sun. It was very bad. And then I had to buy water bottles, I had to buy ice cream and everything to try to not sweat too much and to stay hydrated in a way. But then I need rain, man. I need to, the weather to fully change so I can see the rain again. I think that the flood phase has already begun. Yes, I heard of that flood, man, in São Paulo. And you guys got all of the rain there, right? It did not get to Rio. We were still under the scorching sun. There was a leg stretch I learned in kickboxing that I like. You kickbox, man? But it's one of those better shown than explained, otherwise you might pull a muscle. I also know other stretches that I really liked. There is one for you to try to fix your posture. because I was also suspecting that my, let me see if this, wait, oh no, oh it's back, thank goodness. I kind of hit my table and then the switch screen on my old computer blacked out, but it's back. It's probably because of the capture card that probably was like disconnected, but it's back. But that's risky because that capture card is moody, right? So I should be careful with it because it's probably going to be a big of a work to make it to work again. But yeah, I was suspecting that my head and my neck, they are kind of projected towards what they should be, or how can I say this? I think they are extra projected to the front, basically, and not really fit where they should. So I have been doing some posture exercises to try to get to a better uh, position of my neck and head. It's because of posture, right? When I'm playing Pokemon Go, I'm like this, so many hours of like down head and everything. So your head and your neck kind of get used to staying in front of you. So there is this one very good exercise. I might not be able to show it well, but I think I'll try showing it on my bed because it's the only area right there that you can see the wall. I cannot do it in here because of my shelf. But imagine this, but on the floor, of course, not on your bed, right? Oh boy. Okay. Look at that. Jesus, what am I doing? Can you still see me because I'm freaking tall? You need to put your arm in here, and then you need to stay straight up, right? You need to put your arm here on the height of your head, and then you move front like this, so your shoulder projects to the front, and then you stay like that with your arm on the wall, and then your shoulder projecting to the front. So that forces your shoulder to kind of get to a better posture to your neck, because your head kind of goes behind your shoulder, or actually I'm saying shoulder, but I mean breast, right? And then you change it too. You go to the other side, and you do it as well, like this. Anyway, what am I doing? Could you see that? Could you hear me? I have no idea. But there is also a technique like that for you to get your shoulder and breast to force it to the front of your head and your neck. And this exercise is very good because I'm thinking it is really fixing my posture. Yes, I was not lying when I said that I'm tall, because I am tall. I am 189 centimeters tall. I don't know how much is that in inches or feet, but yeah, 189 centimeters tall. More like the earner fit. I would love to play like, yes, man, I'm freaking tall. I'm taller than you, am I? How tall are you? You didn't know I was tall though? I mean, maybe you didn't know the exact number before, but I am a tall person. Oh, you are that tall too? There we go. We are very close to our height, right? So we're saying that I should be playing basketball or volley. I love volleyball. That's why I have a freaking Haikyuu jersey, remember? Let me go back on the chat though. While I was doing all of that, I missed it. But I wish I could be playing Wii Fit or Ring Fit Adventure as well, although it's super expensive, maybe one day. I know, wait, I saw that Fitness Boxing on the Switch was with a very good deal. But I decided in the last minute to not get it because, I don't know, I was thinking I would not really enjoy it that much. But because it felt very simple, it felt like a very simple game. But then the Ring Fit Adventure one, I would love to have it. Or even the freaking WarioWare Move It games, the ones with the motion controls, I would love to play that too. Now we can! I freaking have the Switch, I have my room in here. We can find a way to play those crazy motion control games, right? You can even see stuff that you haven't seen in other runs. I see in Baldur's Gate 3 with the strategies, right? Let me go back to the other uh, overlay. My friends are doing solo runs and they saw a lot of stuff that we didn't see, even though we explored a lot. Oh yeah, it feels like a new experience in every attempt. A little bit like Persona, don't you think? Like some people will favor some social links other than others, or maybe find some activities that other people didn't. Yeah, it's a little bit like Persona as well. I hear that Baldur's Gate 3 isn't as crazy with the combos like Divinity Original Sin 2 has. Maybe that's what's the complexity I have heard of the game. That it kind of uh, intimidates some people, right? It's a little bit like Xenoblade as well. Xenoblade has a somewhat complex battle system too. It's one of those situations that you can either go deep down into the complexity, or you can just do the basics and maybe not really follow up everything that happens, but still progress and enjoy the game, you know? But if you wanna go deep down crazy nuts into the complexities of them, you are free to do it as well. Yeah, but Xenoblade also has some crazy mechanics too. I cannot tell, haven't played Original Sin 2. Well, but maybe you guys could like it after having the experience with Baldur's Gate 3, and then you can, let's try something even harder, and then you go into it. By the way, Nubble, have you been playing the Monster Hunter new game? Has anybody been playing it? Because people were super excited for that. It's Monster Hunter Wilds, right? You see, I found it because you were super crazy, a super crazy fan on Monster Hunter, right? I remember you and Cool were always talking about your excitement for it. I was even a little bit honored and surprised that you got here to the channel today to watch us in here because like I was like, is it not like playing Monster Hunter Wilds right now? But I appreciate it, man. But how was it? Has it been everything people were hoping for? Or does it actually have some problems going on or something? I saw it got some records, wasn't it? Like, I mean, it was not like maybe the most concurrent player, wait, concurrent played game on Steam, but it did get like some top, like top 3 or top something. Sadly, I did not get to the details, but I saw it was very popular on Steam when it was released. But then right now I forgot the numbers though. Which is good, which means that the community has been growing up more and more and also giving support to the game, right? Okay, that's it. Donation goal for a big El Gato capture card for Alan. No, then I think that's too much. Like after seeing what these, let's say, cheaper capture cards can do, like this one can do, I I might be fine without an El Gato one. At least for many years, I think. It was more likely the switch jousting out of the dock port before settling back down and reconnecting. Oh, it could be the switch too. You're right about that. The switch is right there in front of me as well. But it's because I hit the table, right? I haven't kickboxed in years. Also, yes, we could hear and see. There we go. My mic then is very good because I was kind of far away. So I am 9 inches. Wait, no, 9 feet and 2 inches, right? Hopefully I got it right. I always forget which one is the biggest, but I think it's inches and then feet. In freedom units, read as 6 feet 2 inches. There we go. Yes. It helps if they play different types of characters. Depending on your character build, you get different options or get different outcomes compared to a previous run. Heck yeah, I have. There we go, man. I don't have money for a Monster Hunter. Not yet, but we will wait for their sales, right? X5. I think it had like almost 1 million. Yes, I saw some crazy news on that. So Numble has been taking it slow. I think that's a good option too, right? You don't saturate yourself and you can enjoy it for more time as well. Yeah, try not to burn yourself out too fast. I agree. It has some issues on. Yes, I kind of heard something about an update that they have been working on, but otherwise, it's a very good game. On Steam, of course. Subris is asking me if just the if you can only get the cat and not El Gato. If you can only get Gato, is that enough for you? Maybe it is, Subru. Who knows? Here's the Gato, right? The cat. We can drop the L, right? X5 gets the L because of Spanish speaking. Yeah, L stays with LX5, and then I get the Gato because Gato is also in Portuguese. There we go. I have Monster Hunter R is Rise, I think. Monster Hunter Rise. I actually have a Monster Hunter game. Can you believe that? Because it came with the used Nintendo 3DS XL that I bought as a replacement for my old Nintendo 3DS. And the games it had were Pokemon Omega Ruby, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, I think, and what was the other one? There was a Fire Emblem too. Yeah, Fire Emblem something. Definitely, I don't see myself playing those two last games, sadly. And then the Pokemon one, I could play it, but I never really wanted to do it so far. Because I have watched the Omega Ruby playthrough already, I played the original as well. So yeah, it's there if I ever feel like it. The other two, I might try selling them in the future, I think. I actually should have done it already, but I don't know. I keep on delaying it, you know? But I don't have people to play with because I feel really lost with it last year. So, I doesn't Monster Hunter has like a or actually have it, right? Doesn't Monster Hunter have like a world or global server that you could find random people to play with you or something? I mean, it's not the same as playing with a friend, of course, but maybe you could find random people. You also without time for it too. I see that. Nabu is lurking, alright, man. Let me do one thing, or should I not do it? No, I won't do it. I will trust my streaming app that I will be able to watch the TV show that's going to start right now. It's Big Brother Brazil. And then I can rewind the time of the show on the app to watch it after the stream, right? Because otherwise I could open the app and kind of pause the stream so I can like continue watching it after I'm done with the streamer here. But I believe I will be able to rewind it, so I will test that out afterwards. Because we're too invested with Baldur's Gate 3 lately, I believe you're going to spend a lot of time in there too, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, it is a very long game. Yeah, no time for another game, I can see that. Speaking of that, I gave you all the freaking possibilities and we haven't decided, right? Does anybody have a suggestion, an opinion? My pick would try, or it would be trying Crystallis. But I think I will suffer, but at the same time, it is what it is, right? One day I will need to try it. Why not today? It is probably like a Zelda game. That's what I have heard of. It is like a... I don't know if it is considered a Zelda clone, because I'm not fully sure if it came after Zelda. I guess so. But it is around the time of Zelda, and they work kind of similar. We are in Act 3, so close to the end of it. Wait, you guys are already beating Baldur's Gate 3 that fast? Wow, I'm very surprised. These games are from what consoles? Okay, these ones right here are for the NES. Yeah, not beaten it. Oh wait, you are in the end of Act 3. I see, I see. So I was kind of assuming it was the end of the game. No, no, just Act 3. I see. Maybe it has like, I don't know, 20 acts, right? Somebody's saying not in the NES or in the Super Nintendo that are the Fire Emblem, right? Now that you mention it. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot about this one. I also need to play Earthbound Beginnings at some point. Subaru, I think we don't have Fire Emblem. Isn't it weird? Considering how much Nintendo spams, or wait, did I say that right in English? Spams, maybe? Spams, right? How much Nintendo spams Fire Emblem into like Smash Brothers and things? How is it not in the Switch Online? Yeah, in case it is, I cannot see it. There is always that one alien type game that you were never interested in. I will be honest, I saw it and I thought of it. Should I though? I mean, it is not impossible. If there was ever a chance, the biggest chance is right now. You guys can convince me to do it. Can you believe that? I was not expecting that though. I did see it, so I'm not like fully surprised about the possibility though, but I was like, oh no, I can, skip away those fools and not try this out. So the possibility was there, but I never really considered it. But now that you are flashing it out loud, you're like giving it flashlights and all sorts of promotions and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, they cannot hide it anymore, can they? No, they saw me. They saw the treasure. I cannot run away anymore. You don't have to. Are you serious though? Or are you using reverse psychology on me? Oh boy. If I'm not mistaken, there is like 3x on that game. Wait, so you might be beating it then. And you just got to the... Oh, you just got to it. Okay, okay, okay. Somebody's saying that if there was like a GBA option, I would know the games better. Between all of those, I would say either Zelda Seasons or Donkey Kong Country. The thing, Subber, is that Scap is like playing with me, bringing up another possibility. It is a promised possibility from the past that it's outside of my comfort zone. I don't know if should I go outside of my comfort zone right away? I mean, I'm already outside of my comfort zone by streaming in 2 freaking monitors in a new streaming setup and also being back speaking in English after 5 or 4 months, but should we go even beyond that into more? The thing is that, Scap, though, in case I play that one game, I kinda don't know if I will feel excited to play the other games in the franchise. At least not the recent ones. I'm not sure how do I feel about them, but the one game is right here. That's the one that Scap wants me to try. I'm not outside of your comfort zone. What about Resident Evil Village? Okay, I'm never playing Resident Evil Village though. Nope. Unless there is like a big patch that removes the freaking second chapter of Resident Evil Village, because otherwise I cannot. And speaking of which though, remind me, Subber, to check the post game. I still haven't checked it out. I always forgot about checking it out. The post game of, I mean, by post game I mean DLC, right? It's a DLC. Okay. Should we? Scap, how long do you think it would take me to beat this? In case I actually go for that. By the way, one day we should also go for this one. But Earthbound won't be blind. Yeah, it will be the... I don't remember right now if I beat it myself once, like the... If I beat Earthbound myself before. I definitely played it, but I don't remember if I beat it because I was probably too scared of the final boss. But I have watched it all many times, so I know what to expect in there. Super yes, Fusion yes, Prime. You want me to play freaking Metroid Prime 1+2? It's a shooter game. It's like double outside my comfort zone, you know. And then Dread, really, you were not that big on Metroid Dread? Summer, what do you think? X5 and Nobu. Nobu is lurking though. This is your chance, by the way. This is the best chance you guys ever had to see me playing this. I'm not like giving up. I just want to know if you guys want me to play this. If you do, besides this cap, I may be able to try doing it. I think it's your dread, like burn my dread. X5, no. If you are going to burn my dread, it's going to be Persona 3, right? Summer is saying it could be it. It depends on me. I mean, the thing is that if I don't do it right now or on this opportunity, I don't know when it's going to happen, you know? So, because of that thought, I'm like, I gotta do it. Otherwise, when am I going to bring Super Metroid by my own? Never. Unless Nintendo gives us another freaking Nintendo Switch Online trial or something. It will take a few days blind. It's rather short compared to any RPG. The thing is that I have watched it once on YouTube, so it's not fully blind. It will be because I forgot everything as well, but I know a little bit. I don't know the puzzles though or the things, but I have an idea, you know. I know one thing about the ending though. Yeah, yeah, that thing about the ending might be bad for me. I have a question. Do you think I would need to draw a map, Scap? Because remember it? It's back, guys. The freaking... the freaking notes on paper are here still. Look at this. This is the traffic crab puzzle from Cassette Beasts. And then down here we have Frog Detective and the names of the characters. And right here we have the Cassette Beasts characters and things. Yeah, the paper is still here. Oh, it has a map. Good. Because I know it has all of those. It's a freaking Metroidvania game, right? So it has the rooms connected. You need to know where to go. But you know what? I don't know if I'm ready or not. But I gotta say that Scap's a freaking genius. I give it to him. Like, he brought up this game, and with or without reverse psychology, he did me realize, or he did make me realize, that this is the only chance I have to play this game. Otherwise, it's not happening. So, man, and then I was like thinking I have freedom of choice. You know, I choose my actions in my life, and then I get to somebody like Scap that works as Fate from Chrono Cross, and like, you know, I have no freedom or something. I gotta do it what I gotta do it. That's how I'm feeling right now. But it's logical. It makes sense to me. That's the worst, because if it didn't make sense to me, then I could skip it. But I cannot skip it. I need to escape it. We're escaping it. Let's do it. Oh my... Wait. Is this how it starts? Okay. What the hell? Is this right? Why does it feel so complete without like an introduction or anything? I need to update the title of the stream. Yeah, what is going on in here? Did I beat it already? Go back? Yeah, what the hell is going on? Like, it started so right away, you know? What? Is this the beginning? Like, there is no introduction? You gotta do it now, I know, right? X5, I'm doomed. Instead of giving you the illusion of choice, I will choose for you. I feel it, Subaru, yeah. Okay, I don't know, like, is this right? It just felt, you know, a lot was complete. Energy 99. I don't know, the numbers there look high to, like, a starting game. Anything with the ES on it are special versions. Oh, wait, so this is not the right one? Okay, let's reset then. Yeah, this was so odd. Is this like a harder version, maybe? But let me change the title of the stream. I'm going to put it as semi-blind, right? I cannot believe this is happening. Is this why I struggle to like build up the setup of my room to play freaking Metroid? But let's do it though. Challenge accepted. Oh yeah, it has an ES there. Good call. Oh boy. Super Metroid. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm sorry if I suck, by the way. The only game I can think of that's somewhat close to this that I have played before here was Cave Story, and I love Cave Story, but Cave Story was hard as hell. I also played Mega Man 10, right? Another hard as hell game, but sure. I should put this under the freaking Riot tag, but should I keep it as blind though? Because it is semi-blind, I did see some things. I know what to expect in the end. You know what? I'm not going to play this under the blind stream. I'm going to play it under the Riot. Yes, because we're doing this under some, you know, some BS shenanigans for me to play this. Hopefully, everything is the same as before, just the overlay is different, right? Usually they get you right to the end or give you everything. With the ES mechanic or like variation, I see. Where is the normal one though? They gotta have the normal one. Oh yeah, that it is. Okay. Anyway. Here we go, I guess. Wish me luck. Maybe there will be some terrifying monsters in here. Now I can see the terrifying monsters in full HD screen old computer, right? Good. That's why I set you up, old computer monitor, for me to see the bad things big sized. It's cute though, it's a freaking tiny Metroid right there. With everybody dead, what the hell? Okay. Here's your Resident Evil Subaru. Are you happy with this? Well, should I change something? I will just go for it. Oh boy. Is this like Mega Man, please? Do I charge up the Buster and then I release it? The last Metroid is in the The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader Motherbrain to use the creatures to attack galactic civilizations. Now it's freaking... It's both Transistor and Cosmic Star Heroine. Other games we have played here. Although you might want to crop the screen to fit. Oh, I just saw it, right? Is it too bad, guys, for us to have that and that? I think it is a little bit, right? But when I go back to the Nintendo Switch menu, won't I need to also enlarge the screen again or something? But sure. Maybe it's better for us to change this. So we're saying this is more like Half-Life Metroidvania. Have you guys heard of a rumor about a possible Half-Life 3? That they were discussing or something? Wait, what is the button to crop again? Is it this one? It is, I found it. Okay. I'm guessing I crop it up there. Like this. Wait. Where is it again? Right here. How do I swap it? There we go. Then enlarge this, please. Okay. And then go down to... Nice. I think I did it. Let me know if this is best. Wait, if this is better. Right? It's cropped. The hope on Half-Life 3 or Half-Life 2 Episode 3 never dies. Yeah, but then I kinda heard some, let's say, stronger rumors towards it. You know something that I saw today though that made me very happy? The next Tony Hawk game will have Raíssa Leal as a skater. She's like the Brazilian, not really a kid anymore, right? I think she's becoming a teenager already. But she's our, I don't know, inspirational skater, you know? She's amazing. She's been in the Olympic Games, in the X Games as well, competitions, and now she has made it to Tony Hawk, the next game that they are releasing. I think it's Tony Hawk 3+4 something, and they will also have a stage in Brazil. If they are finally doing 3, that would be cool. I just got Half-Life Alyx waiting for me. Is that the second? Oh, I dropped my water bottle. Wait, they are spoiling me already? Oh yeah, because we're... Wait a minute. Okay. I have a question. Should we actually play the NES game first? Because yes, we are playing the Super Metroid 1, right? What about that, Scap? We also have the Metroid 1, the original, right? Am I missing out something? Should I really go for this one first? Oh, it's recapping 1 plus 2, you don't need to play them? Okay. Let's keep this order then. In case somehow I end up liking this, we can try the first game once. It's just because I normally like to play things in order, right? I next fought the Metroids on their home world, SR388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. Yeah, they are really spoiling me the previous games, I see. So they refer to the Metroids as larvas. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres, or Ceres, I'm not sure, so scientists could study its energy producing qualities. If 1 to Zero Mission is a remake of the first one, but Zero Mission is a GBA 1, right? I don't have it right now on the online system. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. They are going to explore the freaking aliens? I didn't know that this game could be this dark. Now this turned into some Beyond Good and Evil shenanigans. Another game I have played. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly got beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Yeah, I can emulate it once, but let's go with the original then. You played this one first anyway, and this is the one that I got the most curious to as well. Yeah, the alien is the Metroid. Or are we the aliens too? Because we can be aliens. It just depends on the perspective, right? And remember, Superliminal taught us all that perspective is reality. Everything is alien. I'm going to say Ceres, because it sounds like Celes from Final Fantasy VI, and it sounds better to me. So she picked up a signal from somewhere, right, from Ceres, and then she's going to it, I guess. The space colony. Oh boy, what am I doing? Let's do it! And then hopefully one day we play Hollow Knight as well. How? Okay, this jumps. Oh my god, it can jump very high. That shoots bullets, okay. Do the triggers do something? Oh, they kinda... Oh my god. No, never mind. I'm realizing that I don't have coordination for this. But sure. Jumps and shoots. Let's just go with those for now. Scap said that this game has a map. How can I see the map? Maybe I don't have the map? Yes, I cannot open the menu. So we have no map so far. Besides the one short thingy, I cannot point to it. Maybe like this? Yes, right here. The Ceres Station, Metroid is in the same universe as The Expanse, confirmed. The Expanse, is that a series? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, maybe not here in the prologue? Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Man, I'm surprised how fast she is. She jumps super high. And she's like, you know, like this is like Sonic. But Sonic in a alien station. Maybe that's a good way for me to think about it. If I see this as Sonic, then I will be more familiar to it, right? To the experience. Also, we saw this in the menu, in the game's opening scene. Were those humans, I guess? Wait a minute. Let me see if I follow this up so far. The humans found the Metroids, the aliens, right? The larvae. And then they were getting energies from it. From this station. But then the larvae found a way to escape from this machine. And then suddenly everybody died. You know what this is like? Pokemon the movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. Are we going to see Pikachu crying and saving the world? Is that how this game ends? Maybe it is. Yeah, this was totally like Pokemon the movie to me. Yeah, if I keep on, you know, finding comparisons of things that I already like, maybe I can digest this well, and it won't be bad. As long as the comparisons are not like Resident Evil, you know, those things, we may be good. Speaking of the larva, there it is, but were you not free? What? Resident Evil, I said for you to not to come already, Jesus! This is Ridley, isn't it? Oh my god. I cannot see where I'm... How can I fight him if I disappear from the freaking screen? And I cannot charge up like Mega Man. I'm so dead. Dead in the first boss. Look at this. How can I freaking avoid you, Jesus? Oh my god. Of course it is an emergency. Please tell me that this battle is like unbeatable. I was expecting something along these lines of panic time. But not right now. I just got in, like, why do I need to run away? And please be this direction? Wait, the gas? The gas kills me. Everything kills me. was so bad in that freaking attempt, right? Wait. Oh yeah. Oh my god! Why is this so intense already? I'm learning how to play the game. Okay, I'm actually starting to see why people love this so much, because this is insane. I did it, I hope? Okay, to be fair, they gave me a lot of seconds, because I don't feel like I deserved it. So, Ridley was the one that... I don't know, that attacked the station? And he was after the Metroid, right? He had him. And then I think he ran away with it. And then we returned to planet Zebes. What was in here though? I don't remember what they said that this planet was, like if it was our home or something. But this was super intense, like right away. Hi Yoda, what's up man? I was not expecting for us to be choosing Metroid, but Scap's strategies worked. But good to see you, how are you? How have you been? And Sonic 3 Prologue too? Wait, I'll need to remember that. Sonic 3 Prologue? I mean, they kind of destroyed everything, right? The Angel Island? Resident Evil Self-Destruct has been activated? Yeah, I was thinking of Resident Evil because of the freaking Ridley appearance. The Metroid are energy life-sucking creatures that are a danger to the galaxy. Maybe that's why they look like a parasite, right? It's because they are parasites. Samus eliminated them in two... Them all? How? Like, what? Here I am with like a freaking... Wait, I was not meant to re-enter... Oh, this is how I say... Okay, never mind. I appreciate that I re-entered the ship. Now I know how to save. Good. Thank you. Yes, she eliminated them in two, but... what? I mean, to be honest, let's suppose that somebody, like an alien, that alien comes to the Earth. If the alien eliminates the Earth, yeah, he will or she will be able to, like, devastate humanity. Not everybody still, because probably there is, like, an astronaut here and there. But, okay. I guess that's what happened in two. Except for one baby, that was the baby then, and then he was in the station where, I believe humans, but I'm not sure, they were exploring the baby to get energy, right? They used the baby as an energy source. Then when scientists were doing research on it, Ridley, that thing, attacked the station, yes. Okay, so I kind of followed up most of it without the background from Metroid 2. So if I want to save, I just need to return here. Okay. Let's go left first, I think. I cannot enter this? Oh, I can if I shoot it. Okay. This is already different than what I was expecting, to be honest. I was not expecting some planetary exploration. I wasn't expecting the whole game to happen in that station. I would need to shrink myself and roll myself down there if I want to go there, right? Just like in Smash Brothers. But the one thing I didn't like in that battle was that when I was taking damage, I disappeared. Like, my sprite disappeared. I was like, where am I? And also, by the way, there was no way for somebody to win against Ridley, right? I think it was a forced battle, or like a... Yeah. Maybe you need to hit him a couple of times and not die. But I think you would not be able to beat him. That was not the moment for it to happen. That's how it felt. We have a red gate and a blue gate. I can enter the blue gates, but what about the red ones? I think those are locked. Yeah, okay, the red ones are locked. Good. This is like OG storytelling or maybe gameplay, right? You kind of learn the mechanics of the game by playing it. They don't give you tutorials. I could shoot down. Like this. There we go. Oh shit. This reminds me of Dr. Mario. Are those like the pills? Imagine if I end up picking a path that brings me the worst boss ever while I'm at level 1. Is this one of those games? I think it is. One of those, I don't know. I can only think of Xenoblade right now, that Xenoblade is an open world game, and then if you start a battle against a giant dinosaur, then you're dead. Why so many platforms though? I have the feeling I'm not going to the right place. I will need to climb this up again. I can still go here though. This game could also have its secrets, but so far I'm guessing it's somewhat, I'm not going to say linear, but like if you get to an area, you kind of have a good idea what that area is hiding. And by the way, it doesn't look like I can go down here. Yep. Oh, never mind, I can. It is like a elevator. I'm going to like the bottom of this planet. Wait, what is this area? It looks interesting. By the way, I forgot to ask you, is the volume good? Honestly, my side, I don't hear a lot of the music. But it's because it's atmospheric as well, right? It's not like very melodic or something. This looks like a power-up. I actually went to the right place. Wait, what? Oh shit. How can I morph? Triggers? Oh wait. Nope. Oh yeah, okay, just press down. But then what is this thingy? It is not just pressing down? How did I do that? It is pressing down 2 times, I guess. Okay. Volume's good, there we go. How can I jump up again? I think I can't. I'll need... Oh. Yeah, I need to morph, right? But I cannot get past that. What do they want me to do in here? They want me to bring light to somewhere, I guess? There? Ready to shoot it? I'm so confused right now. What can I do as a morph ball? I can only roll, but I can't jump, right? Yeah. I cannot shoot either. I can only roll. I was thinking this was an enemy, but it feels like a key or like a puzzle thing. Can I push something? No. Do they want me to enter this? I cannot. Maybe I need to get like speed. Boy, this is... What am I missing up? I mean, I'm hoping that most beginners get stuck in here with me. I'm not alone on this. But at the same time, I could be alone on this because, like, I haven't been playing many games lately, so who knows? It is simple. Yeah, it should be. Wow! You get a new ability. You don't use the new ability first. Good job. There we go, guys. Yeah. No, I think I was alone in there all the way. Good. Thank you, Scap. Sometimes the problems are solved once you talk about the problems, right? You might think that what answered that to me was shooting at it. No, it was because we talked about it, right? It's a life lesson, and it works as well in video games. When you always complain about something, then the situation changes, you see? So where to go next? This kind of reminds me a little bit of Cave Story, by the way. There are some levels in that game that kind of have the same... I mean, it also happens in the underground, like the title of the game suggests, Cave Story. But yeah, there is an area of that game with same tones of blue, rocks, and you know, it is a little bit like this. I think the area that I'm talking about is called Geothermal. At least that's the name of the song that plays in that area, but I believe the name of the song is the name of the area too. Yeah, Cave Story is an amazing game. I'll need to morph it. Wait, I'll need to first destroy those, right? Yeah, there we go. I don't need to morph even. Huh. Now I need. That's another power-up, but it also looks like a boss. No, it is a power-up. A missile. Wait, do you guys say missile or missile? Because I have the feeling both pronunciations are right in English. Honestly, I think I would say missile, but I also have heard some people saying missile before. Select missile and press the X button. How do I select that? Oh, I have the map. This is Brinstar. Brinstar is a name I have heard thanks to the music, right? Samus map. Oh. Both are good? Yes, I have heard both ways. But it's always good to confirm. Well, so far so good. Like, I'm not feeling scared or like uncomfortable by playing this. The controls are kind of crazy though. It's not too bad. It's a Super Nintendo game, so it is what it is, right? But what's bad is me, actually. I'm not good. That's the thing. If only I was. Actually, if only I were, right? If only I were good. So I don't know how to use the missiles though, but okay. Okay, I found the button. So we can go back, I guess. Wait a second, but then no, I'm not returning yet. What was the point of that one light thing? That light thing did nothing. Do I destroy it with a missile? I will try. Yeah, the thing about this game is that you gotta have some coordination. I don't have the coordination. Wait, these heads are changing their directions. Why is that? They were not facing the center. Oh, okay, so that doesn't destroy it. Yeah, this is like a puzzle, isn't it? Because they were not facing that direction before. Let me try resetting. Can I reset it? It's like they follow the light. Uh, does the map tell me where are the lock doors? It doesn't, right? I I think it doesn't. Because there are a couple of lock doors already that I will probably not remember later. And that's bad. I don't know if I want a map that doesn't tell me what I'm missing. It is normal for people to change the controls in this. When the Nintendo World Championships came back, the very first thing all players did was to change the controls, and they had the audience laugh and applaud. Oh my god. Oh, it's pretty basic for its time like this. Look at that, you see the faces that they turn? Maybe this was a requirement for me to get to the morph ball or something, but this is suspicious. So, I'm going to write down a note. I don't know if this is important or not. But in any case, it is suspicious, so... let's do this. But then the thing is like, how am I going to point out this room? I don't know. It said Brinstar, right? Brinstar has a room with lights and two rock faces. There we go. What about you, Scap? Do you actually change the controls of this game? I mean, Subaru said that he started getting to know Nintendo games more after the GBA. But Yoda, have you ever played this one? Or any other Metroid, maybe? If I go down there... Let me check the map again. I need to go up, right? Yeah. Unless... Can you guys see my cursor? No, right? You cannot see my cursor, but I can see my cursor, I think. Yeah, you cannot see it. Or can you? And then I'm not realizing it. Wait a minute. Can you see it? No, you cannot. You see those one tile sized squares that have a smaller square on it, on its center? maybe that means that they have locked doors. Because I did find a guaranteed locked door exploring the right direction, and then I suspect of a secret or a locked door with the light puzzle on the left. So I'm going to assume so far that those marks mean locked doors, because I was wondering what's the point of the map if it doesn't tell me where are the locked doors, right? I will continue with that theory, and hopefully it will be right. Oh, only Smash Yoda? I know that I definitely got beaten up hard by playing against other Samus users in Smash Brothers. Yes, Samus, when somebody knows how to play as her, you don't do anything. You only take hits, right? It is very annoying. Welcome back, Nubble. I mean, I see you decided to play Super Metroid. I think I got skeptized or something. Like Scap decided what I would be playing by using his amazing skills of convincing me. This is not what I was planning to, but I also realized that this is the only moment I have to play this. Otherwise, this is not happening. What could be more convincing to you than that thought? Oh my god, we have Resident Evil again. What the hell? Oh Jesus, I should not be getting distracted, right? I don't even know what I killed. I killed that, and now I see. And that shoots too. It's a fair game. What is this though? Is this life? I think it is life. Oh, those were item locations? Okay, so there are definitely secrets there. Super Metroid is a good game. I know it's a classic, a good game and all. It's just that the atmosphere of it, the alien theming, it's not appealing to me. But I was like trying to feel better about it with time. Because, you know, people say exactly what you were saying, that it's amazing, you should try it and you're going to like it and everything, but I never really got the appeal of it myself. I actually watched this before, that's why this is like a semi-blind game, but I don't remember anything as you could see so far. I only know a little bit of like, oh yeah, Ridley, I know Ridley, and then I also expect what's going to happen in the end of the game a little bit. But puzzle and the rest of the game, I don't remember anything. But again, I did it for curiosity, because like everybody's saying, oh yeah, Super Metroid this, Super Metroid that, but I never really saw myself playing it. But I kind of wanted to give it a shot. Sometimes there are those games that I feel like I need to be trying out other games before I can feel comfortable towards that one game. I'm not sure if I played the right games that could open the doors for me to enter the Metroid series in a good way, but then I hope I did, like Mega Man, Cave Story, not Castlevania because I still have blocks on that one. But yeah, it was the situation and opportunity and Scap's convincing skills that got me right now on this today, right? And it's not bad, but it's definitely like outside of my comfort zone, or you know, it's a little bit different, which is not again bad. It is just going to be weird to me, and then I'm not sure how am I going to feel after this. But definitely I'm going to be happy that I beat it, hopefully, in case we can do it. I hope we can. Imagine if we play this and also we cannot beat it. That's going to be lame. But sure. I see already that it has its puzzles too. Puzzles are fine. But the action in here, it's a struggle to me, as you can see. And also some of the platforming. But it was in the end the situation, right? The situation was really good for me to play this. So I had to go for it. Oh boy, he jumps. He jumps. I can't jump, I only fall. At least I have infinite ammo, right? At one point I will hit it like that. Of course I jump into his... I don't know, what was that? A laser beam or laser wave? That's life, isn't it? I don't know if that's life actually, but I'm guessing it is. Dirty space pirates kill them all. You are also bringing up another thing that I'm not a big fan of, like pirates. Although I gotta say it, especially to Yoda right there. Let's just say it that One Piece is good, hence why I have been watching it so much. But at the same time, it could have been much better. Yeah, there are some things in One Piece that I would change them, right? But yeah, pirates is another thing that I have some personal blocks. Vikings as well in general. But sure, so far this is not too bad. I have no idea where I am right now. I have the feeling that Nubble would be the person that would prefer the Prime games over the regular Metroid games. Am I right, Nubble? I don't know why I have that impression towards you. It gets better later. You mean One Piece? I'm at the half of it, it seems. I'm finishing Dressrosa. So I'm at episode 530 something. Let me see. The problem is this game doesn't tell you when you got something or not. It doesn't tell you when you got something or not. I mean, when I got the power-ups, it did say that at least. Yeah, that's okay unless you absolutely want to 100% it. No, not. By the way, oh, that's my ship, right? They point out where is my ship. That's good. So this area is called Crateria. Crateria. That sounds like crater, don't you think? It even sounds close to the Portuguese word to crater, which is cratera. Yeah, cratera. Cratera, Crateria, crater. I weren't, you remember that, right, Scap? I weren't into medieval fantasy either. But that's what I was saying, like I need games, or maybe books, or you know, movies or something, that maybe they blend things that I'm used to some things that I normally wouldn't go after. And then I can kind of start getting into those spaces. That happened with Chrono Trigger, opening up doors for me to Final Fantasy, and then the other crazy classic JRPGs we have played, right? Xenogears, Tales of... what else have we played that was like that? We still haven't played Mana, but we should. More Final Fantasies. Wait. Have I only played one Tales game, Final Fantasy's Chrono games, Xenogears? I mean, I played Xenoblade myself on my Switch, but I will restart the playthrough at some point with you all. I haven't beaten it though, so I don't know how it ends. Why do I have the feeling that I'm missing some RPGs that I have played? Have I only played those series? Of like fantasy-like RPGs? I guess? It feels like I played more though. Yeah, we got into Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy was very good now that I like it. And here we are today. That's right, and then I was even starting the stream by telling Subaru that I got myself Persona 5 Tactica, which is a tactics game. That's also not my my universe of games. And I was between either Persona 5 Tactica or Pokemon Conquest, because it has the things I like it has the Persona characters that I love, And Pokemon is Pokemon. I mean, although I have been kinda less of a Pokemon fan lately, in general speaking, but it is an opportunity to show me the way, right? Another example, although I did not go for it, uh, Pokemon Unite. I have never played a MOBA game, and I kinda still don't see myself doing it, but if I ever do it, I would go for Pokemon Unite and not like League of Legends or something, you know? So I need those games that I'm kinda half familiar to them, and then they give me some courage for me to try the new things. Oh my god, this guy doesn't die unless I go to the missile. Should I try that? No, it doesn't die ever. Are you a platform? I'm scared, but I guess it's a platform. It kinda is, but also it isn't. No, it's not. It is not a platform. By the way, I need the map right now. Have I been there? I have not been here. I have not been here. What is in here? Why is this demonic? What the hell? It's locked. I guess I'll need a powerful morph ball for that. I prefer Prime 2. Do you guys prefer the first Prime game, or maybe the second game or the third game is better than the first? Generally speaking, yeah, I like the 3D Metroid games more. I had that impression from you. Although Dread was super fun, I think Scap did not like Dread though. Do you know why, Scap, you did not like Dread? I only heard that it is short. Like, Metroid Dread is super short. By the way, I'm going to change the topic a little bit, but there is a connection, you are going to see it. We are speaking about the Metroid franchise and all of the games the creator of Metroid has made, right? Or at least the Metroid games he has made. But recently, the same creator or director, I guess, of Metroid, he also worked on one of those Famicom Nintendo detective stories or something. And after remaking the two ones for the NES, they also came up with a new series, a new title in the series, which was Ennio the Smiling Man. And I have been curious towards this series, this franchise, and even this last game by the director of Metroid, right? I wonder if any of you have seen the story of that game or played it yourselves. Do you know anything about this one detective game? I'm curious about that. I forgot exactly what I have seen that, I don't know, opened up my eyes more towards that one game, but it was something that was like, I was not expecting it. It was maybe something about the villain of it, like that the villain of this game was like a very interesting character, because I don't know, something about him, you could not make him guilt or fully guilt or something. I don't know, it was something that sounded like a complex character, and who knows why he's a complex character, but I was definitely interested to, like, I want to know more about this. It was like a villain, of course, but you know, when some villains, they have a good reason to do what they do. So I was a little bit with that impression. Maybe I'm wrong though, I'm trusting my memory right now, but maybe it was something else that I heard that made me think that way. But I think it was about, like, the story was a sad story or something, but at the same time it made you think of things, like it could, oh yeah, I think I'm now remembering, it was a story that could change the way you think about things. So it was like a, you know, revealing story of some sorts. Wait, they had some spikes too? Oh my god, this is a super OP monster. The thing is, should I fall here? What is down there? I have no clue. Imagine if it is a shortcut for me to go down to the bottom of it. I need to try it, right? Isn't Crateria the crater created after the events of the first Metroid game? I have no idea. Did you ever stream RPG? Once. Only once, and the original. Definitely. Where is it? I don't know if you can see it though. But definitely we're going to play the sequel down here. You can only see the top of it. I can get it, right? My baby! There it is. Definitely happening. But I did play the original. In a single stream. It lasted 16 hours. I believe it is the one that gets the record of the longest stream on this channel so far. It was a special stream. Let me go back. There we go. It was like a follower celebration of some sorts. And then I challenged myself to not really speed run it, but really take it down in one sitting, right? So it ended up lasting 16 hours, I think. But I do plan to play maybe the original again as well. Or at some point try a randomizer, right? I have heard of the randomizers but never tried them. Because Mario RPG is my favorite childhood game. When I was saying that I had to play some RPGs to open doors for me to play other games, Mario RPG was the one, and Pokemon too, that opened doors for me to the RPG genre, right? Or genre. I always struggle with that word, but I think I'm hearing it more and more, and one day I'll get to it. So genre. And the thing is that even though I love it so much, recently I have been thinking that maybe today, for my adulthood time, my favorite game has changed. I think now it's Persona 3. Yeah, because Persona 3 connected to me very much. I still love Mario RPG a lot, don't get me wrong, it's still one of my favorite games, but if somebody asks me which one is your favorite game today, I think I would say Persona 3. And then Mario RPG is still my favorite childhood game. Speaking of Pokemon, did you see the Pokemon Champions announcement on Pokemon Day? Yes. I will be honest, I was not excited for it. I might not be playing it. I don't know. I was more interested on Pokemon Arceus. I mean, sorry, Pokemon Legends ZA. I said Arceus thinking of Legends, right? Yeah. I understand that some people were disappointed. Were you disappointed, Novo? Because of the graphics mostly. But at the same time, that game is going to be released for the Switch 1, so it's somewhat understandable. And also, what made me not hate it is that it felt a lot like the first game to me. And the first Legend Arceus, even though I haven't played it myself, by the way, and we can do it too, because I'm kinda... I don't know how to say this in English, but I'm kinda sharing, but it's not really sharing the account, but it kinda does it that way with my friend. So the games, the digital copies he has, I can play them, and the digital copies I have, he can play it. And he has the Pokemon games. So I can play Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Sword and Shield, and Legend Arceus in here. But those are all his games. Yeah. So it can happen. I did play Sword myself last year. It was actually what I think that gave me the crisis on my lower back. And then I figured out I got a hernia. Because it was when I was playing Pokemon Sword with bad posture. Rip me. And also it was a bad game in my opinion, but we should play together eventually. Then I started playing Pokemon, was it Violet? I think it was Violet. and we can play it in here too. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I finished it as well. And then Last Arceus, I did not play it. I did see parts of it, but I did not see the ending of it. Also, hi Death Dog, what's up, man? Super Metroid, such a great game. I was not expecting to be playing this, but I'm happy that you like it. And as I can see, most people do like it, right? Nubble likes it, Scap likes it, Death Dog likes it. There we go. Oh man, thank you so much for the Prime. Oh Jesus. My alerts are so damn loud in my place. I just woke up all of the neighbors. Was the volume good to you though? Was it not exaggeratedly loud? It makes sense because I'm playing it on my old PC right now as a monitor, as a secondary monitor to my main computer. And the volume on it is super loud right now. It is at 70, right? No, it is on 84. So yeah, I guess the alerts will be super loud to me, but that's fine. Some people like some jump scare alerts, right? So maybe it's going to be that way to me right now. I'm doing great, man. I decided to come back to streaming. I was preparing myself to do it eventually, but then today had to be it because of Nintendo giving us 14 free days of trial for the Nintendo Switch Online. So I was like, let's play those games and see how many we can beat. And then when I was picking up the games and testing out all of my setup changes right now with everyone, is Capluni right there convinced me to go for this game, and I went for it because I realized that it would be today or never. Because normally, if I were the one to pick the games, I would never think of Super Metroid. So as the opportunity, the situation, and Capluni's skills, I ended up in this. And let's go for it, definitely. But then, how have you been, man? I hope you have been great. Heck yeah, I need to get that back from my cousin. I still have to beat that final Mega Boss. The Mega Boss? I wanted to like Dread more, it had some cool bits in it, but it's just not my favorite. So maybe it's a little bit like Donkey Kong Country 3, right? That it is still a solid game, but it may not overcome its prequels. I wasn't paying attention to the graphics of ZA, me neither. But also because I'll be honest again, a lot of my hype and expectations towards the Pokemon games, especially the main Pokemon games, they have dropped a lot. Let me also go back to the game a little bit. So I kind of watched that present without major expectations, and maybe that's why I did not felt like very disappointed on things. The only one thing I felt disappointed was that they brought up the, I don't know, the one guy that sorry if I'm saying this wrongly, but it's going to be wrong though. Let's say the person in charge, I don't remember right now if he was the director, the president, or I don't remember his like positioning job, but he was the Latin American guy, basically. And I was disappointed that they were speaking of like, let's bring new languages to the Pokemon games, and then let's help the communities of Latin America and everything. And then they brought up Latin American Spanish only. But then during that presentation, they were even showing off, or maybe I should say showing up, right? Showing up some scenes and videos and clips from events that happened in Brazil. So why not also bring Portuguese? You know, I'm not upset, like I'm very happy for the Latin American Spanish speakers, because Latin American Spanish is different than European Spanish, just like Portuguese from here is different than Portuguese from Portugal. But there is already the Spanish from Europe in the games, at least, so most of things I believe you can understand from the language. There is no Portuguese at all, like not even our Portuguese or the Portuguese one. And then, you know, it felt so, I don't know, it was so disappointing, it was frustrating actually. to see them announcing it, showing us Brazilian events, like when they came here to have the classifiers for the tournaments, you know, and then suddenly they are only dropping the Latin American Spanish. That was the one thing that got me disappointed. But then Nubba was actually asking about Pokemon Champions. I was not excited for that game because I haven't been that uh, that active on the competition side of Pokemon anymore since Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? Because it took me forever to play Sword and Shield, and I don't know. In that meantime, I kind of slowed down towards Pokemon in general. Oh my god, there is an enemy here. Like, my hype was disappearing little by little. It was fading away. So yeah, the competitive scene of it kinda slowed on me a little. I'm not saying that I could not go back to it in a way. I'm also not saying that I'm a professional Pokemon player or anything, but I like to try some strategies and things, and battle, definitely. But I was not hyped for it, man. I would rather be playing the Pokemon TCG Pocket game still, and Pokemon Go. That got me. Oh, it was also loud to you all? Yeah, it's... Man. How can I fix that? It's maybe because of the desktop audio, right? Or maybe because you guys lowered up... No, not lowered up. You raised up, right? You raised up the volumes thanks to the game audio, so you could hear it more, and then by consequence, because the alerts are too loud in comparison to the game, they were like a boom blast, right? Okay, but at least you guys got scared with me, right? I don't know how to fix that right now, though. You have been good, nice to hear it. You have been playing Rivals of Ether 2. That game is like a fighting game, isn't it? A little bit like Brawlhalla or Super Smash. Speaking of Super Smash, Death Dog, I could play Super Smash with you now with the freaking Nintendo Switch Online free trial, right? What about we save the last day of the trial to play multiplayer games or something like Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers? Let me know if you guys are down for anything like that. But also, to be honest, I could also consider getting myself the year subscription, you know? I could do that. It's just because I see myself playing more the offline games than the online games. Because we have so many games already, like on my Steam library, on GOG, on Epic Games, on emulators, that I feel like I don't need the Nintendo subscription, you know, as an expense. But it is possible. So we can talk about that with time too. By the way, in case this Smash Brothers ends up happening, I'm definitely sure Death Dog is going to destroy me, rub my face on the floor with his skills. But at least, I will try to cause damage, right? That's my goal, to cause damage. Yeah, I think I at least can cause damage. That's all I want. And I have no idea how great Nubba is, but I'm also scared of him. Not sure if Scap also plays Smash, but I'm throwing away the idea in there. We can all try it if you guys are down for it. Also, just homebrewed my Switch. Oh, your Switch? My friend has homebrewed his Wii. And then I have been telling him to like bring his Wii to my home one day so we can play, especially Wii Sports Resorts, because that game is so nostalgic to me. But also, I would like to play Mario Galaxy again. By the way, I need to be careful with my neck. Yes, I was in a bad posture for a lot of time. Welcome back, Summer. I'm just hoping Champions provides us with a better way to challenge our friends. I was a bit disappointed that the Switch version of Pokemon Champions will require you to be subscribed to the Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, I was disappointed with that. Also, by the way, one of these days I tried buying Temtem because it was on sale on the Switch. I actually bought it, but then when I was trying to play it, I learned that you can only play it with the Switch Online system too. So I was like, are you kidding me? And then I told Nintendo to refund me, and then thankfully they did it. Because I ended up buying a game that I couldn't play as I was not a subscriber of the Nintendo Switch Online. And in my opinion, even though maybe there was somewhere saying something, but in my opinion, they didn't make it clear that you would need to be subscribed to the Switch Online service to play Temtem. And by playing Temtem, I mean even the single player career, you cannot open the game basically without the subscription. So I didn't know that. I was playing that the online was just for the multiplayer or something, and I wanted to experience the single player. Oh, I was not in here before, huh? Yeah, so far, what's really... By the way, am I stuck now? I should not, because oh yes, I fell from that hole, right? How do they I should be able to... Is there a way for you to get stuck in this game, by the way? Because I have the feeling I got stuck. I cannot jump that high up there. Wait a second, I still have another option that I'm not using. Could it be the missile? Oh, I mispressed the button. It's not. What the hell? Maybe the missile could open the door, but I doubt it. I forgot to press the right button. I still don't know what are those. Oh, they give me missiles, so if they are giving me those, it is important. Oh, okay. So I'm now kind of grateful that the game locked me, because it made me think, how could I open this door? I see, I see. Oh. Wait, I might need more missiles. Once it's open, it's always open. Yeah, okay, nice. Let me pause. Let me go back to that. I'm just hoping Champions provides us with a better way to challenge our friends. Currently the core games are not good for anything but VGC play. Wait, what? The core games are not good for anything but VGC play? But isn't that what Champions is doing? VGC play? Like, it's going to be double matches? So us 6 versus 6 singles or double players are stuck with the unofficial Pokemon Showdown. Oh, I see. So you want Champions to give us more battle options. Yeah, I have only seen the double. Oh, actually not double players. I have only seen the double teams, right? Like 2 Pokemon versus 2 Pokemon, but double players was only Pokemon Y and X. Which is something that I missed, by the way. It was super fun. Or actually, never mind. Pokemon Sun and Moon had the 4 versus 4 too, but in a different way, right? It was more like everybody versus everybody, not really with teams. And yeah, Pokemon Showdown, I was actually thinking that this Pokemon Champions was a replacement, or an official way they were creating to replace Pokemon Showdown. Nintendo sucks, great games, crappy business. Nintendo kinda... I don't know, they disappointed us Brazilians a lot, like this week, you know? First with the thing I just complained about, the Pokemon games not getting translated to Brazil or to Portuguese yet. And second because they are raising or rising the prices of their games again, and we all already kind of think they are very expensive, especially considering how old they are. And they are going to be more expensive once more. I'm actually scared of how much is it going to cost the Nintendo Switch 2. Fight me! I will fight you, Nubble. I'm always down for some Smash, you see? Let's get a day for that. Like, which day is going to... I would say either on the March 19th or 20th, because I remember checking the day when I'm going to lose my free trial of this. It's going to be on the 20th, but I think it's going to be on the 20th in the morning, so it's probably going to be in the 19th, right? Let's sort this out, right? Let's see if by the last days of this 14 long days trial we can get a multiplayer game to work in here. It's also going to be a test, right? But I would have to unmod it to play online. Oh yeah! If you kinda went for the homebrew. I mean, if that's going to give you trouble, then don't risk it, man. Not if I have anything to say about it. I'm rusty in AF, but I've got to Smash. My boys are here. I don't know if you guys remember them. Where are they? Yeah, my boys are on the top. Wait. Oh yeah, it's right. On the top of the shelf right now. Lucas and Ness. Love them in Smash. So let's see how that goes. By the way, I'm also rusty, Scap. I haven't been playing a lot of Smash with friends. I'm getting lost on my overlays. Where is it? There it is. Oh my god! Hi, Chill Mode! What's up, man? Good to see you! There he is. Chill Mode, we're playing Super Metroid. Look at this. On my Switch. We made it! We made the Switch to the channel, man. We are getting all sorts of upgrades. Old PCs, now an extra monitor for my main PC. I'm also getting another monitor on the other side because of this. The freaking shelf is all revamped and all redecorated and everything. Everything has changed, man. And Nintendo gave us 14 days for the Switch Online trial. Let's go, that's why we're here. But good to see you, man. We have lots of news happening at speed of light. So Temtem is an MMO game, so not surprised Nintendo requires membership. I didn't know that though, and then I had to refund. There shouldn't be. This game is really good with environmental storytelling and environmental tutorials, right? I do like that. Regarding the music, I confess, let me test something. I hear some music, but I'm only hearing like crazy noises. I'm not really listening to the music because of my fan noise. I'm going to turn off the fan. I might regret it because of the heat, but I need to listen to the music. Let me see. Now I listen it, yeah. Am I only the one that thinks that this is a little bit Zelda-ish? You know what this reminds me? Okay, you might call me crazy, but you know the just because I wanted to talk about it, they changed the music, right? Where is the that? Do it again. I don't know why, there is something about that that reminds me of Zelda's Lullaby. I don't know, it sounds like 2 notes of Zelda's Lullaby to me. I'm crazy. And then the rest of the instrumental is a lot like A Link to the Past to me. Maybe some sort of dungeon, you know, the dungeon theme. But the is like Zelda Lullaby to me for some reason. You can see that, Scap, it's crazy though. Let me check the rest of the chat. I think I will try sweating while listening to the music, but that's worth, right? We don't know if it's strictly 4 versus 4, or if it's going to be able to hold 6 versus 6. Yes, I got the impression it's going to just to be competitive VGC. Especially because one of the things they mentioned in that trailer, if I'm not mistaken, was that it was a way to help people to kind of practice for it, right? I don't know why I watched it thinking that with that on my mind. But I do hope if not in the release, then they update that Pokemon Champions with more ways to battle. But honestly, man, I was not too into it. For the competitive players, it's going to be great. But I don't know. I think the thing I miss the most in Pokemon is not really the battles right now. It's more about the exploration, the story, the rest, you know. But then again, the last games were not providing me that much, or they were not providing me what I wanted in a very good way, or the way I would like the most. So I'm kind of mixed feelings towards Pokemon lately. It should be fine. I just gotta delete the files on your SD card. Okay, just do it safely, right? I'm Earthbound Kids, yes. But I also like to play as Pac-Man, but I'm rusty on it. Toon Link as well, but definitely Death's Dog Young Link will destroy me. I mean, everything will destroy me, right? I'm not good, but you know, we kind of need to push ourselves a little bit, you know, tap our shoulders to say, yeah, you can do something, and then in the end you can do shit. But that's how I play the best, I guess. I like that remix of the Hyrule Castle team. Yes, I'm also thinking a little bit about that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I was thinking about the dungeon, right? The dungeon music is different than the Hyrule Castle. But maybe there is a little bit of this. What was that? What was what, though? It's been a long time, man. Yeah. Oh, hello Arcano, welcome. Best of luck with your playthrough. If you end up becoming stuck, I'm sure chat will be of aid. Oh, but chat knows that when I'm stuck, I probably will do my best and hardest to solve the puzzle. And I'm very patient, and I'm kind of distractful, as you can see, as I'm chatting a lot. We chat a lot here. But don't worry, I'm very patient. The only problem though is that we have a somewhat limited time to beat the games I'm playing right now because of the free trial from Nintendo on the Nintendo Switch Online. So I'm trying out the free trial of it, but I think we'll be okay about beating this under that time, right? It can't be too bad. But yeah, definitely chat would be able to help me out, but then they know that I will figure things out eventually. Unless there is some sort of crazy, really hard puzzles in here, that in case I feel like it, I could make some vague questions to the chat, not really expect a direct answer to help me out, like some vague hints, you know, maybe some yes or no questions that could aid me for sure. But welcome. Let me see. Wouldn't be surprised if Metroid music was inspired by Zelda music. I don't know. I think it wasn't like a clear, direct comparison that I made, but I heard some Zelda in there. Wait. Oh yeah, there we go. We got a bomb. Speaking of Zelda, right? There is always a bomb in Zelda games. I need to morph and then set it with the X button. Okay. I'll be honest, I was not expecting so many... Oh, I was going to say that. I was not expecting so many upgrades. I paused the game in panic. I wanted to change my weapon, but actually I need to pause the game to do it, right? Although, wait a second, when I don't have missiles, they put me automatically back to the lasers? I think they do. I don't know how to... I mean, they told me how to do it, but... Oh, that's the bomb. What the hell did I do? I'm going to die. I don't know how to escape from him. Because I'm bad. Oh, I can jump above him maybe? Okay. Oh, okay, I'm finding answers and solutions, I think. Yes, jump more. But then also hit him more, right? I'm dying. He has 7, I have 7 of health. I'm dead. There we go. Okay. Do they respawn me here or return to the game? I do want to return to the game. Oh my god, they have like some sort of hexagonal map? Start. How far am I going to be at? Very far. Did I lose everything of my progress? I think I did. What? Really? It's going to be one of these games? There are no autosaves, I understand that, but I was expecting some sort of more save points, you know? Anyway, the heat is back, so I'm sweating a lot. I gotta turn on the fan again. Oh boy. Well, that was something to learn for sure. But so far, I'm realizing that I know that like I suck. I feel powerless because I'm not in my comfort zone playing this. But at the same time, I feel like it is somewhat tricky for you to avoid the attacks from the bosses, right? And then they just gave me the bomb ability. I couldn't even try the bomb ability out, like get used to it, and they threw me a boss right away. Are you kidding me? And then when I was throwing the bombs, they also did nothing. Because the boy had like long legs, just like the freaking horror movie. And the bombs did nothing to him. I could only hit him with the missiles or the lasers. Huh, what was the game trying to tell me about that fight? I mean, I could only think of jumping, right? Jumping was trying to help me out. But I was really struggling with defending myself. And that's the second time that happened. So I'll need to start thinking about defending too. Let me reread the chat. Or like, catch up with the chat. It's because they're both games... Wait, they're both games are about badass characters soloing the world. I mean, they are very... somewhat lonely games, right? Of course, there are NPCs in Zelda games and all, but in the end, like you said, like the world needs to be saved by you, right? So it's a big burden put on your shoulders, on your main character's shoulders, like Samus or Link. Or Zelda in the Zelda game, right? The Echoes of Wisdom that I still haven't played. I can see that. Like the music kinda sets that of course, hero idea, but also that you are lonely. You know, there is some loneliness to the music. Maybe that's why it's somewhat ambient as well, or melancholic in a way. Metroid's music definitely has a bit of a different vibe than Zelda. It is creepier, yeah. Not that there aren't creepy Zelda music. Like Icana Valley, for example. It makes you feel like you are in a dangerous location, plus isolation, I would add. I play more Zelda now usually. You still got the young Link though. Oh, you are maining Zelda now on Smash? Wolfie Gleeky, or Gleek, thinks Champions is gonna shake up the core games a lot. I think it's interesting how they are going to bring that from... Wait, how they are going to bring that to mobile, right? it will get more people to play it, like people that are not Switch owners. Just like what's happening with Pokemon Unite and Pokemon TCG Pocket. If Game Freaks uses champions at their game to hold competition battles, then there is a chance they will go hog wild and possibly forego multiplayer in the core game, since champions can go what is fine-tuned for competition while core can be very experimental. I see what you're saying, and in a way they are already kind of going wild in the main games. For example, they are trying out Legend Arceus in a very experimental way, right? But on the other hand, I also think they have been going very experimental in the battle mechanics. Maybe too experimental to my taste. Like, I was not a fan of the Dynamax or Gigamax thing, and also the Terastalize thing. I was not a fan of that. I only liked Z moves and Mega Evolutions. So maybe there is a way they can go more experimental towards battle mechanics in Pokemon Champions. Who knows? Although for most part of the main Pokemon games plots, they have the mechanic as a big deal for the plot, right? So it's like the plot is very attached to the new mechanic of the game. If they can somewhat separate them two, I would rather have a more... It's still experimental, but not experimental in the battle. In the battle part of it, right? For the main games, while they can experiment more for battles in Pokemon Champions. I'm not sure if I was able to explain what I wanted to say, but I want them to split that, right? To split the experimentation between the main core games and the Pokemon Champions game. Like, let them experiment the battles with Pokemon Champions, which is like a game focused on battles. And then for the main core games, they can experiment with other things. Okay, they can also bring some new battle things. Yeah, but like, maybe don't go too far